not sign him, but I didn't see much risk in signing him. I mean, you're not committing anything to him. I'm sure it would have been a minimum salary deal with no signing bonus. Here's a guy who's been out of football for 2 years, and they apparently did not find themselves interested enough to do that. But he's a big dude. He inadvertently came into the locker room a couple times when we were in there, and you're not allowed to talk to the tryout guys, so we did not get to have a discussion with him. But he looks more like a tight end than a wide receiver.
Why couldn't you talk to the tryout guys?
They're off limits.
But why?
Because they're not members of the Green Bay Packers.
But they're in the locker room.
Well, he was the only one who made the mistake of coming through there. Maybe he was hoping we would talk to him.
Yeah, you should have. He could have given you his case. Absolutely.
6'4", 230. He looks like a tight end. I mean, he's a big dude.
We need tight ends. Maybe that's what he should go to.
That was one of my other thoughts was, well, maybe you could convert him to tight end if he wants to be in the league badly enough. So we watched him. We watched quarterbacks drop back and not throw the ball. Todd Bauman was, in fact, the father of the tryout quarterback that was there from South Dakota. He did not get an offer either.
There used to be a Bauman that sold us farm gear. Like sold
not
us
Todd,
farm.
though.
I don't know if it was Todd. It was Bauman, and it was the Swiderski group, and they used to sell us different farm.
And ice cream.
No ice cream.
Okay. Again, I flashed back to last year when you got after me. Well, what'd you learn? Nothing. This was less than nothing. This was like I left there knowing less than I did when I was there.
So I'm going to revert back, and I know I gave Balaga some grief on Friday because, I didn't know to the degree that they wouldn't even throw the ball. Did they have a sock?
They had not. No. So the quarterback would drop back, pat the ball, go through his progressions. The guys would run their routes. The coverage people would cover them, and then they would stop the play.
And they never did any type of football stuff.
That was 11. That was 11 on 11.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna take back what I said on Friday because I'm not a rigid old stiff.
Codger.
That's really dumb. Huh? You're here to play football, and I'm not asking you to rip, snort, and you could go through individual drills and get guys situated. You're not going to practice like that ever. We didn't even do it. Now, again, I don't know what they do at the crick. I don't know what they do from a jog-through standpoint. We would always throw the ball, almost always. There maybe be one or two if we were in the gym that we wouldn't, but even then you still kind of do it. But this is, you want guys, you're trying guys out, and you're getting young guys just acclimated. You can ease into it, but at some point, you got to dip your toe in the pool, man. You can't just sit out there. I know eventually they're going to get there, but yeah, this sounds like a waste of time. So I'm going to pull back on my, you got to, nah. If you're going that slow, yeah, I'm not interested. I don't even think it pays for you guys to cover it if that's what they're doing.
Well, we did get to talk to the rookies after practice.
Yeah, just show up after and do an interview with them.
I don't. Matt LaFleur said because as I have talked about before on this program, when he first got there, it was a stark departure from what Mike McCarthy had done with the rookie camp. It was real football. There was no tackling, but they went it looked like an OTA practice with a bunch of guys that didn't necessarily know the playbook, but they were still trying to go 1,000 miles an hour and show what they were capable of. And LaFleur said that they had a few guys who went through drills back then and they were puking their guts out. Well, okay. Get them an IV or get them some water so they can rehydrate. But he decided that they had to adapt, and it's gotten less and less strenuous ever since. I don't know where the happy medium is, but this felt like an overcorrection to me. Now we'll see if the pendulum swings back at any point, but these guys will be back next week, then taking part in phase 2 of the offseason program with the veterans. So that's how they will get eased into that. But this did not do a whole lot to prepare them, it wouldn't seem. Maybe mentally, Tausch, that they actually looked at the playbook, but I asked Chris McClellan. He said he thought they had about 5% of the playbook that they showed them. So not even sure they accomplished a lot there either. We'll talk more about rookie camp, such that it was.
Who's the most interesting personality you talked to?
Domani Jackson.
Why?
He was the number 1 recruit in the state of California. Went to USC for 2 years, went to Alabama then for 2 years, was benched in his final season at Alabama, faced that adversity. I talked to him for a while about everything had come so easily to him until it didn't, and how that has prepared him for now the uphill climb he has to be a successful NFL player. Brandon Cisse, grew up a Charles Woodson fan, so we need to reach out to Charles because I'm curious how he feels about NFL players now talking about how they, Brandon Cisse's dad was a huge Charles Woodson fan. Wore his number 2 jersey and everything else. So I thought that was interesting. Lots of other interesting stories, including Trey Smack, who we had a good conversation with afterward about his kicking prospects. We'll get into that coming up after Tausch gets into our great partnership with American Family Insurance.
Indeed, just like a great team needs great protection, so does your family. I've spent my career up on the offensive line, and trust me, when you know you're protected, you can play a whole lot freer. That's what American Family Insurance is all about. With the right home and auto coverage, they'll help protect what you've worked hard for and the dreams you're building for the future. That way you can focus on your family and not the what-ifs. Insure carefully and dream fearlessly with American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
So I want you to hear how Matt LaFleur explained the thought process behind the approach that they took. I also want you to hear him because I want to get into this idea of this whole year 1 approach to the offense. I got quite the word salad that I don't think I have an understanding of still what it means. I'm hoping maybe Steno, who occasionally has some looser lips, might share some insight into that later today. We'll hear all that and more next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
We're on the Badgers.
This Badgers team is going to go as far as Colton Joseph takes them.
Because we're on Wisconsin Sports.
When he is at the top of his game, this offense could be awesome.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Mark Tauscher here for Iron Jock. As a former athlete, I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. From the gym to the pickleball court, Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident. Now through May 10th, it's Bundle Madness. Get 1 lightweight hoodie, 1 jogger, and 1 short sleeve t-shirt for just $100. Iron Jock helps you look good, smell good, and keep showing up. Shop now at ironjock.com.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Wisconsin weather doesn't ease into spring. It keeps you guessing. That's why your windows and doors need to handle everything. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we build for year-round comfort. Get the look you want for the home you love with 0% financing options available. So you can upgrade now and pay over time. Plus, enjoy a free in-home consultation, expert installation, and a 10-year limited warranty. Schedule today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2026.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owns. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we see you out there coming up with original ideas, and we support that. Which is why when your project needs some elevation, we have what you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Right now, during our Mother's Day sale, 1-pound bags of Blaine's brand chocolate candy, 25% off. Assorted Longfield spring bulbs, 20% off. Plus, don't miss doorbusters like Morton Clean and Protect softener pellets, $6.99. Rewards members pay $6.49. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Sauna, cold plunge. It's everywhere right now. But at Sauna Day, this isn't a trend. It's an ancient practice that works. Heat and cold exposure are scientifically proven to improve circulation, reduce inflammation, support better sleep, and help you recover faster. At Sauna Day, we've built Wisconsin's first thermal bathhouse in downtown Madison, with saunas, cold plunges, steam, and space to reset. Come try it before work, after a workout, solo, or with friends. Sauna Day, proven to raise vitality and designed to feel good.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? GRB Academy provides year-round training programs designed around your schedule and your goals. For over 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement with a state-of-the-art 52,000 square foot facility of elite baseball training space and coaches who know how to get results. From youth to high school, baseball players trust GRB to help them reach their next level. Training program spots are filling quickly, so don't wait. Register now at grbacademy.com.
Looking for a fun new way to golf on Monday nights? The Bridges Golf Course in Madison is teeing up a brand new 2-person scramble league. Grab a friend and compete head-to-head in a relaxed format, men's, women's, or co-ed. Great for beginners and experienced players alike. Monday nights at the Bridges Golf Course in Madison.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Of additions to the offspring discussion from the NFL. I'm not sure how we missed this one, but Patrick Mahomes.
That's a pretty big
obviously,
split. Yeah,
that's in the major leagues.
Yeah.
we really nailed that one. Also another Patrick Surtain.
I don't know. Who's his dad? I don't know.
He played in the majors as well, I believe.
His dad was Pat Surtain.
Well, how am I supposed to know that? Is Pat Surtain a junior?
I think he's the second.
Yeah, Pat Surtain.
How am I supposed to know that? I'm not breaking down Pat Surtain videos.
Did you think we were talking about Pat Surtain Sr. and that his father was in the NFL?
I'm sorry, but Jesse, not everybody's a junior. Pat Surtain, his dad could be Tom Surtain, as far as we know. And then I'm thinking, well, who the hell's Tom Surtain? What did he play?
Apparently no one.
So, I apologize because you didn't say Pat Surtain Jr., did you?
No,
I didn't say
we did not specify
Mahomes.
Pat Surtain Jr.
Yeah, but Mahomes' dad isn't Patrick, is it?
No.
Plus, he's been in the news a bunch for stuff. He has.
Also true.
I'm sorry. Did I miss some stories about Pat Surtain Sr.? Because if I did, I apologize.
I guess I thought as a purveyor of 80s baseball.
Is Steph Curry, is Seth Curry, Steph's dad is not Seth Jr. or Seth Sr., right? It's Dell, which, by the way, great name. Dell. You get what I'm saying here, Jesse? It's not everybody's not a junior.
No, but Pat Surtain is one of the more commonly. He's a very good NFL player.
Really nice player.
He's in the running for Defensive Player of the Year year after year.
Nice player.
And
how am I supposed to know his dad?
You're a football guy, right?
I am a football guy.
I would think that you would know that Pat Surtain II, who's currently playing for the Broncos, is the son of longtime NFL corner Patrick Surtain, who played when you were playing.
Yeah, he played for the Dolphins.
You should know him.
Yeah, he's a Dolphin, but I don't remember his name as Pat. I just remember Surtain. I was certain of that.
So, Matt LaFleur explained why he was taking this approach to the rookie orientation.
What's Matt LaFleur's dad's name? Is it Matt?
Whoa, Nelly! No, it's Denny.
Denny Sertan. Oh, interesting.
No.
Oh, Denny LaFleur. Oh, oui.
I say, growing up, my favorite corner in the NFL was Denny Sertan. Here's Matt
Dennis
LaFleur.
Smith was a great save of the Orange Crush, that defense that was much maligned with John Elway.
I think the Orange Crush was really good before John Elway. I think that's when they were known as the Orange
Carl
Crush.
Mecklenburg, Steve Atwater. Now you're trying to get me to rename all these old football players in the 80s. I don't know why you wanted this, but if you do, I can go.
I was simply adding to the list of players that were
I'm sorry,
offspring.
there is nobody. No offense to Patrick Surtain, who is a
Randy
really nice
Gradishar.
There ain't anybody that ever's going to do this game and bring up Patrick Surtain, unless it's somebody related to Patrick Surtain. They're just not. There's too many well-known.
What game?
The game of
father-son combos that have had good careers in pro sports, because I think the Surtains would be pretty high on that list, actually.
No, it's the who's got the biggest split is what we've been doing. And when you bring up Mahomes, that's a pretty dang big split. I don't know what Mahomes' dad did with the Blue Jays. I don't know his stat line. But we kind of said Manning and Curry are the gold standards, and you're bringing up Surtain like some clown from the 60s, man. Like, it's just different. We don't know. Nobody's thinking about that. Except whoever tweeted to us.
The Orange Crush with Randy Gradishar.
Steve Atwater.
No.
Atwater was part
later.
of the Orange Crush.
He was not. No, he played in the Super Bowl.
They
against
called
Packers.
it. They called it the Orange Crush.
Oh, the Orange Crush.
If you're a
was
good defense, let me tell you something. If you're a good defense in Denver, they're going to call you the Orange Crush. It's just different versions.
Is the defense for the Vikings then now with
if they're ever
Brian
good
Flores,
again, it'll be the Purple People Eaters. Yes, that's how this works.
No, that's not how this works.
Let's go watch the Pittsburgh Steelers have a dominant defense under Mike. They're going to call it the Iron Curtain or the Steel Curtain, whatever it's going to be.
If they call it the Iron Curtain, I might be more interested. The Orange Crush defense was a 3-4 defense of the Denver Broncos
Jason,
during the
that's
late
3 down and 4
1970s
outside.
and early 80s.
So you know what a 3 down is when you're talking to Gannon today.
Here is Matt LaFleur discussing why he took the approach that he did to the rookie camp.
You did do some 11-on-11 back in the beginning when you would have this. So why did you think you needed to adapt away from that the last couple of years?
I don't think you necessarily, the juice isn't worth the squeeze in regards to putting people in position, maybe in harm's way. These guys don't even know how to practice yet. They're learning the playbook. There's a lot going on. I mean, they're drinking water out of a fire hose basically all day. They had to listen to a bunch of different people talk to them. They had to sit through guys like Jason Waller's telling him his spiel, and it's painstaking, but it's definitely a necessary part of the process. No, but I thought it was good. These guys are getting a lot of information. They're learning the people. So I just think it's more, like I said before, an onboarding process that hopefully relieves a little bit of anxiety when they come back here and all the vets are here.
Convincing?
Sure, it's what he thinks, and the juice being worth the squeeze. Is it worth it if Cisse gets hurt because his head's swimming? No, it's not. So I understand his basic thought process on it, but I mean, you can still do stuff without putting guys in harm's way. And that's the differential that I'd say. As far as drinking out of a fire hose and the fun jab at Waller's and all that, it is a lot. But you know what else is a lot?
The NFL.
Being a rookie and playing in the NFL is a lot. And you can baby guys and you can, try to protect them. But just like as a parent, at some point you got to let these kids go eat. You got to let them go. And I know it's tough for a lot of people to do that. But in this, it shouldn't be that hard. You barely even know these guys. Let them go. Let's let them see a little bit. You don't need to baby on top of babying, I guess is my point.
Let the quarterback throw the football. Seems like a reasonable starting point of maybe doing a little bit more. Unless maybe this taking a year one approach to the offense is going to be not throwing the ball ever. Maybe they're just going to hand it off all the time.
And trade Jordan Love. If they're literally, and that's crazy talk, obviously, but come on. Come on, man.
I
got a crazy update here from our old buddy TC, and this is going to blow some minds. Let me pull this up. All right. Technically, Del Curry is not actually named Del Curry. His name is Wardell Stephen Curry Sr., and Steph Curry Jr. is Wardell Stephen Curry Jr. So they actually are a senior-junior combo, much like it sounds as if Patrick Surtain is a senior-junior. Now, if you tell me Mahomes' dad is also Patrick, and maybe it is, I don't know. Now we got something.
So why don't any of these horses just get named Secretariat Junior?
I wonder if there's a branding with that.
First of all, to Tausch's question, Patrick Mahomes' father's name is Pat.
Is it really?
I thought that was the case, but I didn't want to say it without knowing it for sure.
So are we now limiting this to just juniors and seniors?
Patrick Lavon Holmes, and his son is Patrick Lavon Mahomes II. So instead of the junior, they went with the second. But yes. And I'm assuming the elder Pat Mahomes pitched against the Brewers at some point in his career, and we're going to talk to Dom Cotroneo about the Brewers in the 10 o'clock hour. But before that, you can go to associatedbank.com/Brewers and make the switch to Brewers checking. Here's all the perks you get if you make that switch. 20% off at the Brewers team store when you show your Brewers card. Up to 50% off home game tickets exclusively for Brewers checking account members. Express entry through the Associated Bank entrance at AmFam Field. Presale access to designated concerts and non-baseball events at AmFam Field, plus savings on the iconic Brewers Community Foundation 5 and 10K famous racing sausages run and walk, and to the Brewers Baseball Academy registration. Go to associatedbank.com/Brewers to find out more. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Mark Tauscher here, encouraging you to save money and help save the planet by making an energy switch to Everlight Solar. Just like when general managers make big decisions to help propel a franchise forward for future success, you can make a game-changing decision for your home by making the switch to solar energy with Everlight Solar. Our family was looking to make the switch to solar for quite some time, but we weren't quite sure where to even start. That's when we met the great team over at Everlight Solar. From the very first conversation, they educated us on the benefits of solar while also helping keep the process simple. Join us in saving a ton of money and creating a greener environment for our family and the community by switching to solar. Learn more and schedule a free consultation at everlightsolar.com. That's everlightsolar.com.
You, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com. With this Badger Minute, I'm Jesse Nelson. Wisconsin softball on to the postseason with the Big Ten tournament taking place this week in College Park, Maryland. The Badgers are the 7th seed in this year's conference tournament and are set to face 10-seed Purdue in the opening round Wednesday afternoon. First pitch for the Badgers and Boilermakers is scheduled for 3:30 Central Time. The winner advances to face 2-seed Oregon on Thursday in the quarterfinals. All games are televised on the Big Ten Network. Wisconsin's in search of winning its first Big Ten softball tournament title since 2013.
Wisconsin weather is unpredictable. Your windows shouldn't be. Upgrade with Pella and get 0% interest until 2030. Order by April 30th at PellaWI.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Chalmers Jewelers has the perfect gift that sparkles and shines.
Mother's Day,
Birthdays, anniversaries, no matter the occasion, we have stunning gold and natural diamond jewelry that makes a statement. Many under $8.99.
Elegant, timeless, and surprisingly affordable.
At Chalmers, we believe every milestone deserves a little brilliance.
Because unforgettable moments deserve unforgettable gifts.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on May 12th.
Cotroneo sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they play the San Diego Padres.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in May 12th at 6:40 on WISC TV in Madison, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin weather doesn't ease into spring. It keeps you guessing. That's why your windows and doors need to handle everything. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we build for year-round comfort. Get the look you want for the home you love with 0% financing options available. So you can upgrade now and pay over time. Plus, enjoy a free in-home consultation, expert installation, and a 10-year limited warranty. Schedule today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2026.
We're on the Badgers.
This Badgers team is going to go as far as Colton Joseph takes them.
Because we're on Wisconsin Sports.
When he is at the top of his game, this offense could be awesome.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN.
The YouTube comments, which are always lively, sometimes more so than others. I don't want to speak for fans, but I think I can speak for Tausch and I. We disagree with the approach to the rookie camp. This is not like fire LaFleur, though. Like, that's not what we're doing here. We just disagree. Like, not everything is a fireable offense.
I think there's obviously different ways of approaching things with rookies, with players. The NFL has gotten less physical. Practices, I mean, I bring up the padded practices all the time because it's just absurd that it's 12 or 13 when we did 53. And it was only... I don't know when they really made the switch. It was 15 years ago that they started kind of implementing it. It's going to get more. It's going to get more and more where it's less, and that's the way this is going to be. And keeping guys healthy and actually not wearing people out is a smart thing. I'm not going to argue that, but the bottom line is football is going to always be football, and it is inherently there are going to be things that happen. Guys are going to get tangled up. Stuff is going to happen, and you hope that you limit the chances of that, but at some point, like, you got to go. And this weekend, I don't really care like how hard they're going. I don't need them. I always thought we went way too hard without pads. Like, it was always, especially you get Brady Papinga and Aaron Campman just burying their heads in your chest with no pads. It was like, ugh. All right, this is what it's going to be. You can pout about it. You can do something about it. And I never thought it made a ton of sense. It should be about moving your feet. It should be getting a sweat. It's about getting your job done. It's about understanding what the defense is doing. Like, there's other ways of doing it, and that's what I was anticipating when you were talking about this less physical version of what the minicamp. I don't think these rookies need to go through what Cliffy and I and Niall Diggs and Bubba and the crew did in 2000. We don't need to go. Like, I don't need you to be so blank and exhausted that you can't. You're in bed by you're getting the Blue Hair special over at the Motor Lodge, and you're going to bed and you fall asleep at 6 p.m. Like, you don't need to do all that. But there's a happy medium. You can throw the football. you can go tap a guy off and not, where you're going to there's not, you don't need to do it, but you can show that you know where you're going and that they can see it. And especially in tryout situations, these guys, they are, to use a secretariat term, they are bridled up and ready to go, man. They want to run. Mm-hmm. And now that's when you actually see when guys don't understand tempo, that's when guys get hurt. So it isn't a big deal. It's not a fireable offense. It's none of the things that maybe I have, unfortunately I'm not accessible to the YouTube comments. But what it is, there is a tempo and a mentality that you want. And I think when the veterans get here and the rookies are kind of brought in with it, you want your practice habits to be taught right away. And the standard is this. And I don't know what they're going to do when the minicamp starts. I don't know how they approach it. By your accounts last year, it didn't seem like they did a ton, which I don't think is good. And so there can be criticism levied without being like, oh, you're the worst and you need to be fired. No, I disagree in the fact you could do more than just stand there. Anybody could. Could the beat reporters have done what you guys practiced this week?
I mean, we wouldn't have executed it very well, but I think we probably could have, yeah.
That should never be the case. I'm sorry, I love Tommy Oates. I know he's retired now, but I don't want Oatesy being able to do what Cisse's doing. Like Oatesy locking up whatever wideouts out there. I don't want that. Like, it shouldn't happen. I want to at least see, hey.
Oatesy versus Chase Claypool.
Like, that's not what we're looking for. I'm not looking for Wilde to try and block what's his face?
Deny
McClellan.
Dennis Sutton.
No, McClellan. Like, I'm not interested. You'd be an inside guy. You're too short-armed and don't move well enough. You'd be an inside guy.
No lies detected, by the way. I do want to get into this.
That should be the new standard of minicamp. Like, I'm not asking you to go full tilt. I don't want Wilde to be able to cover you. I think that's fair. You're 54 years old, whatever you are. I'm sorry, I don't want you to be able to cover Matthew Golden in a walkthrough. I don't.
Yeah. If I was playing quarterback, would I be allowed to throw the football? It wouldn't go very far, but it would have gone farther than the throws they threw.
I think Domofsky. Who'd be a quarterback out of your beat crew? Probably Domofsky. Decisive.
I think we probably bring in Evan Cohen because he's got the experience, and
he's not on your beat though.
Yeah, Wes.
Hodkowitz would be quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. What I am sure of is that
Spoon. Where do you put Spoon?
Center.
Yeah, he'd be a lineman. I'd agree with you on that. Yep.
Sees the whole field, make all the protection adjustments. Yep. Now my mind is spinning with the idea of all these different reporters running around.
The bottom line is we shouldn't be having this conversation. No. That's why I brought this up.
That's fair on a number of levels.
I don't want Hubes running around and he
actually was an offensive lineman.
I would think
UW Whitewater.
He's lost a lot of weight. He looks good. Cisse should be able to intercept any routes that Hubes is running. Like he should. Doesn't matter if he doesn't even know the right route.
Doesn't throw the ball.
Domofsky's a wideout.
No, I think he's a quarterback. He's a decisive guy. He makes decisions. He's right, but he makes decisions. He's bold.
Well, it's very important that you make the right decision if you've been injured in an accident, and that is to make the call to Gruber Law Offices. Or, right now, I'm on gruber-law.com. You don't even have to make the call. You can just fill out their form right there on the homepage. Your name, your phone number, your email address, tell them what happened, submit the message, and they'll reach out to you. Start the process. Go to gruber-law.com or make the call. One call, that's all. 414-276-6666. 414-276-6666. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. We'll make a call to Dom Cotroneo coming up, but I do want to talk about the Packers' year one approach and the word salad answer I got from Matt LaFleur. We'll do that next when the 10 o'clock hour starts in 2 minutes. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here, and your seat at the table just got better at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Return to Hard Rock Casino Rockford's high-limit room, where the odds are in your favor. With enhanced game rules, including blackjack, where the dealer stands on soft 17, you'll enjoy better odds, faster play, and the kind of authentic high-limit action that sets Hard Rock Casino Rockford apart. Visit the high-limit room and rediscover your game on your terms, in your rhythm, and with your edge at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
This is Badger basketball coach Greg Gard.
Wisconsin wins the Big Ten.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out, 220 State Street, and online at goodmansjewelers.com. The Milwaukee Brewers take 2 of 3 over the weekend in the nation's capital, falling with a chance to sweep the Nationals on Sunday afternoon. 3-2, Washington wins the finale. But the Brewers 3 games over 500 entering play today as their road trip continues. First time meeting NL Central rival, the St. Louis Cardinals this season. First of 3 tonight at Busch Stadium in St. Louis, 6:45 first pitch. Plenty of injury updates to catch you up on for the Brewers. Pitchers, Jackson Chourio, and a whole lot more. Dom Cotroneo, host of Brewers Extra Innings on the Brewers Network flagship 620 WTMJ, scheduled to appear about 10 minutes from right now on Wilde and Tausch here on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Football Packers Rookie Minicamp taking place over the weekend up in Green Bay. Lots to dissect from what head coach Matt LaFleur had to say after the light practice that was held on Friday afternoon. We'll get to that on Wilde and Tausch right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. We'll shift gears to Brewers and talk to our buddy Dom Cotroneo about where things stand with the crew coming up. But I did ask Matt LaFleur a follow-up from his time in Arizona when we heard him say that they were taking a year-one approach to the offense. And I wanted to know what exactly that meant, because I don't think he's really explained it. Well, guess what? I still don't think he's explained it. Here's that exchange.
You told the guys in Arizona that the strip it down like to year one concept. How is that going to be different for the guys in phase 2 and phase 3 then when they get here? I know you've got them in the classroom now.
Well, I think you try to do that every year, right? You don't assume anything. You go back to the foundation and making sure that guys are on all the little details, because I do think that's typically what separates good from great in this league is your ability to know the why behind every call and just the little details that tend to separate people.
Are there things that you used to do in this offense that you want to get back to doing again that you feel you've gotten away from?
Not necessarily. I think, football is constantly evolving, and it's funny because, just like even last season, there were some things that we started to incorporate that we hadn't done in a couple of years. So I think it's just the natural evolution of football, and you got to try to find ways to adapt.
Tausch, do you have a clearer picture of what exactly year one approach means?
Good job jumping in and getting your follow-up. You didn't let
Great follow-up.
Didn't let the rest of the beat crew beat you to the punch, which is good.
Didn't get any answer, though. I told you it's about the answer, not the question. I don't think I got anything there.
You did not. No, it was as you put it, as a word salad. I don't know what exactly. Because your follow-up was really good. I was thinking, are you going to get back to some of your more outside zone and marrying up the play action that matches with the running play?
Yeah.
And, does that mean Josh Jacobs is going to have to do more stuff from, not gun and the duo stuff, the things we've talked about?
Yeah.
And I know Matt LaFleur said it doesn't matter, which I don't believe. that it does matter. I can tell you for a fact it matters if you're running play action from under center compared to, you can ask any defensive player and any coordinator in the books, make it sound like a run. Sell it. Been taught that from jump, and I don't care how much football has evolved. That is still in play. Now, if that's not what you want to do, fine. But if that is what your standard and that's what you're looking for, you do need to kind of strip things down and get back to your basics. Everybody will always say they need to get the fundamentals down, and you have to have all the details in place, and that part, Matt, is 100% right. But what that looks like and what that means to you individually as a coach and as a football team, what you're trying to accomplish by stripping it down, just stripping stuff down doesn't do anything. Now, you can have a great basement, and it could be, you strip it down, there could be some mold, there could be some other stuff, and then you all right, great. Well, you just strip it down, and just cost yourself money, and then you rebuild it back the same? What the hell are you doing? Doesn't make any sense. So there's got to be a reason for why you want to strip it down. Jesse, you just moved in. You've been in your new house with Irick and the great team for a while. You're not going to just go down in that basement and say, you know what, I'm going to strip this down. I don't have a plan, or I'm not going to do anything. I just want to strip it down because that's what I want to do.
We would never.
Thank you. There would be your next time you get a chance. Say, well, what are you stripping down? And why are you stripping it down?
It sounded to me like, and Jim makes a good point in the YouTube comments, that he thinks this dates back to the meeting that Goody and LaFleur and Russ Ball and Ed Policy had in Kohler. He thinks that was
Jim,
where...
Was Jim there? Did he know?
Maybe he was sitting at the bar.
Maybe he's a bartender there. That's perfect. Tell us more, Jim.
But this idea that they needed to make changes, this sounds like you're saying you're making changes, but when it comes to any sort of specifics, and I understand you don't want to give away game planning, but are you tipping off the Lions, the Bears, and the Vikings if you say, we want to get back to more of our, the bread and butter of what our offense is about? We've gotten away from it in a few years. Is that going to cost you in the opener?
No, because you're going to practice stuff. You're going to do it, and people are going to maybe you're trying to hide stuff. That's really diabolical, but this time of year, when you're trying to get back to your fundamentals, which fundamentals are you really going to focus on? Because you can focus on a ton of different things, but you get what you emphasize as a coach. What are you going to choose to emphasize? That'd be an interesting question for Matt LaFleur.
I will give that a shot the next time we talk to him. And that's true. You get what you emphasize, unless, of course, you're emphasizing takeaways on defense, because for the first time in recorded history, you did not get what you emphasized. They installed a siren and a lights in the meeting room, and they still did not get takeaways last season. So I suppose it's possible that you don't get what you emphasize. We're going to emphasize getting to Dom Cotroneo somewhat on time, so I'm going to tell you that you don't need to hop on a plane, especially not Spirit Airlines, or board a cruise ship to feel like you've escaped. Your next getaway is waiting for you in Milwaukee at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Let's start with the stay. Biggest hotel rooms in Milwaukee. Nearly 500 beautifully designed rooms and luxury suites that are perfect for a weekend reset, a date night, or celebrating something big. And you're just steps away from all the cool stuff that's happening inside. And if you're hungry, you've got so many options, from the Dream Dance Steakhouse to the Marketplace to Rock and Brews to Canal Street Cafe to the Rui Asian Kitchen I'm waiting to try, Cream City Coffee Company, food and drink specials happening all the time. And if you've got a wedding, a birthday, or an anniversary coming up, they've got great event spaces that are going to make it unforgettable. Sophisticated relaxation, incredible flavor, and a full night out all in one place. Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Dom Cotroneo of 620 WTMJ joins us to talk Brewers next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here for Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Well, there's nothing like a great summer road trip. Whether you're traveling around the state or around the country, it's the time of the year to start thinking about your plans to hit the road for a new adventure in the coming months. And with all the things to consider, what to do, how to get there, where you'll stay, the absolute last thing you want to worry about for a summer road trip is car trouble. Make sure your vehicle is ready to take on every potential challenge thanks to the fantastic service team at Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie. Get a tune-up, check the battery, check your tires, change the oil, and make sure all the inner workings of your vehicle are in tip-top shape so you can focus on fun and not finding maintenance help during your summer road trip this year. Call Zimbrick Chevrolet to schedule an appointment with their incredible service team or check out their services and schedule an appointment online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet on Main Street in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Beautiful day for Brewers baseball. Brats in one hand, your Brewers checking card from Associated Bank is in the other. And with a tap, it's 20% off gear at the Brewers team store. An express entry so you can tailgate longer. And up to 50% off home game tickets. All that power, all for the crew. Only with Brewers checking from Associated Bank. Join the crew at AssociatedBank.com/Brewers. Member FDIC.
Vortex Golf makes rangefinders for serious golfers who need an accurate number every time. With 3 options, the Blade, Blade Slope, and Anarch, there's a Vortex rangefinder that fits your game. Crystal clear optics and features like image stabilization keep you steady in big moments. Plus, every Vortex Golf product is backed by a no-questions-asked lifetime warranty. If you're looking for an accurate number every time, Vortex Golf belongs on your bag. Grab yours and everything you need for golf season in Wisconsin at Shields.com.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Breaking news on ESPN Madison is presented by Metro Ford and Metro Kia of Madison. Find the Metro family of auto dealers online or see them in person on the east side of Madison today.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut. And when you look around right now, everything seems to be extra expensive in the world. Except this. Right now, get a large 3-topping pizza for just $10 at Pizza Hut. Try it on Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden outside, soft and fluffy inside, finished with garlic parm seasoning. Available for delivery or carryout. Order today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut. Feed good times. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
This is our crew.
Here's a drive into left center field. Gary turning second. Gary Sanchez looking for 3, and he's in there with a cracking triple.
Your home for the crew. 100.5 ESPN.
Time for our Brewers guy. We stomp our feet and clap our hands when he joins us. This is Dom Cotroneo, 620 WTMJ. Dom, how are you, buddy?
We're great, guys. Man, if I had a nickel every time for that song, right? If I had a nickel.
How much did you have?
I don't know who wrote it, but I hope they're getting more than a nickel.
Yeah, they are. Isn't this royalty? Is this royalty free then or not?
It hadn't shown up so far.
Okay, just throw it out there. And
roll
see what
until we
happens.
hear otherwise.
Fair enough.
Dom, you are really good at your job, but you are not a doctor, correct? Unless I
don't
know that about
very
you.
much not a doctor.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you to put your stethoscope on anyway, because I feel like before we can get to actual baseball, we have to get to a very lengthy injury situation. We've got guys we've been waiting for. We've got key pitchers that we care very much about. I'm going to let you choose. Would you like to start with good news or bad news and then decide what's what?
Let's start with the bad news, right? Let's hit them with the oh no right in the beginning.
Okay.
So what do you got?
Well, Jason, I'd like to, because Jesse and I were at the game and we were watching Woody, and it didn't really get into like what happened. I know then they showed his numbers were down, his velo and everything else was down, but there's nothing like, oh my God, he needs to have. It's just, where do we go from here with Woody?
It's a good question because it's called dead arm, right? Nothing appeared in the MRI beyond inflammation, which, I mean, you can MRI any pitcher in baseball right now. They're all going to have inflammation this time of year. For Brandon Woodruff to have the velo go down that alarmingly fast is what set the bells off for everybody in the Brewers dugout. We've seen it from Woody where first couple pitches of the game are 87, 88, and then he gets it back up to 92, 93. But he never got it back up. And this is where I had tweeted it too. I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a pitching coach, but I've watched baseball for a very, very long time, and I can tell when somebody doesn't look right. And Brandon Woodruff did not look right in that game against the Diamondbacks. And the conversation that he had with the media on the road in D.C. was that this is honestly a best-case scenario where it's not like something is torn or there's something wrong with the shoulder surgery where you have to go in and have another surgery and maybe your season's over, right? This is dead arm. This is wait and see. They will not put a timetable on it. I know that he thinks he's going to be back in the minimum time. I tend to doubt it, given how important he is to this team and how much he wants to pitch at the end of the year. But in my opinion, this is a best-case scenario when it comes to an injury like this.
Well, since Tausch decided to start with Woody, let's stay with the pitching staff then and talk about Miz, where we go from no to oh no. Where are we at
good
with
one,
him?
Jason. That was
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. I came up with that right there on the spot all by myself.
Well, Don, before you get into Miz, I guess the Woody part of it, I think most of us, if we have stuff that's bothering us, we want to at least know what it is so that we – so is there – has he had dead arm before? Has it been like, how do you, because the unknown is always what you're most concerned about, no?
For sure, yeah, and I'll get to the Miz part because that's much easier to deal with. But for Woody, dead arm, it just means rest. That's just all it means. And, you know, I think that maybe there's a little bit of regret right now. This is me putting words into the Brewers' mouths of saying maybe there's a little bit of regret of letting him pitch that first time through the rotation. You remember the Brewers waited to the final week of spring training to name an opening day starter because they really wanted to give it to Brandon Woodruff. And they knew that there was a chance that, is he ready? Is he ready? They played him so slow during the offseason, and there was even talk of him starting the year in AAA to make sure that he was ready. And I'm not saying like, oh, somebody made a mistake by having him start the year in the regular season. There was no reason to believe that he couldn't start the year in the regular season. But now, sit back, rest. They've got the depth to handle it. Now, on the Mizorowski front, we'll find out for sure tonight, but it sounds like he's going to be good to go on Wednesday. It was a cramp. It was a flare. He did all of his running as normal in his post-start routine on Saturday. Yesterday was a throw day on Sunday, and we'll find out for sure here today. And honestly, on a personal level, I'm sure Miz really wants to pitch on Wednesday in St. Louis. Given, remember, he's a Kansas City kid and did not get the pitch when the Brewers went to Kansas City. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of friends and family that want to come and see him pitch, make the drive over to St. Louis and see him there. So I would imagine, given all the wonkiness that the rotation's gone through this week, that Miz makes that start on Wednesday.
Has any pitcher left more no-hitters without being able to finish them than him? He's got two, and he's barely been in the league 2 years.
Right, he had the rolled ankle in his big league debut against the Cardinals, and then remember he went 6 no-hit innings against the Twins in his second big league start, but then ultimately gave up a home run in that one. But I mean, Aaron Ashby said it best on Friday night. He's got the stuff that can throw a no-hitter every night, and it's getting better, which is what is so scary and so exciting about Miz, is that he's really reined in the big misses 1 month into the season where he's sitting 100 miles an hour, and he's got a devastating slider and a devastating curveball. And then just for fun, he can throw a changeup at 94 miles an hour and get a swing and miss on it. And it was one of the grossest pitches he threw all night. So the sky's the limit for him, man. It's a cliche, but it's the truth. I'm really excited at what Miz can do this year.
So let's cover a couple more injuries, and then we can get to actual baseball. What do you see for timelines for Vaughn, for Chourio, and for Yelich returning to action?
Yeah, the bad news on Chourio is that he hit a foul ball off his ankle down in AAA. That was on Saturday. Now, it was a scheduled off day yesterday for both him and Vaughn because they were supposed to be traveling to St. Louis to meet the team on Monday. TBD on if Chourio will be returning to the team. Maybe he needs a couple more days. And a reminder, Mondays are AAA off days, so we won't see him playing tonight either. Andrew Vaughn is expected to be back tonight in St. Louis. Rehab assignment went without a hitch, back from his broken hamate bone, which is great news for this team, given they need some pop, and let alone from the right-handed side as well. And then on Christian Yelich, he's been traveling with the team and continuing his rehab progression. He is running. He is swinging off of a tee now, coming back from his adductor strain. The initial game plan was end of May, best case scenario. It seems like we're certainly still on track for that, and I would hope that that comes true because the Brewers are really in a gauntlet right now here in May, but they don't want to rush Yelly back here sooner than they need him to.
So when we talked to Jeff Levering last week when Jesse and Tausch were at the ballpark, there have been some inconsistencies with the way the season has begun, some ups and downs. And he told us to just ride the wave and don't look at the standings because Jesse especially was concerned about the club being in last place in the division.
They're over 500. It's a good division. The NFC North of Major League Baseball, huh?
Are you of the same mind of to ride the wave and everything's going to be all right, or do you have some concerns that we should be keeping an eye on?
I don't even look at the standings until July. I really don't.
Jesse, everyone's telling Jesse to do this. Nobody doesn't
Everyone
listen.
keeps saying that, but I keep hearing sponsored segments in the pregame show on the network where they read us the standings every night. So someone's looking at the standings.
That is a burn, Dom. He's getting after you.
Someone's got to pay for our paychecks, Jesse. I don't know why you want to bite the hand that feeds you here, man. But the way that I look at this first month plus of the season for the NL Central, if I had to put a fraud watch on somebody, it's the Reds. I under the hood, the numbers don't look great. I don't think this is very sustainable for them. The Cubs are legit. The Brewers are legit. The Pirates have improved, but enough to be a top team in the division, I'm not sure. The Cardinals are fun, and what a story it's been for them to have 19 wins and to win a series against the Dodgers. Again, it's not sustainable. They don't have the pitching in the long run.
But so, no fraud watch for the Cardinals?
I'm not putting them on fraud watch because they weren't expected to compete. They're going to end up falling to where they're supposed to be. Like, that's where the law of averages. The Reds, I know they made the playoffs last year, and I'm not trying to disparage the city of Cincinnati. But the Reds made the playoffs more because the Mets collapsed, not because the Reds fought their way into the postseason. Right? That's just my read of the situation.
Yeah,
I still think the two best teams are the Brewers and the Cubs.
I love the fact that you're kind of labeling. I like that you're putting it out there. So you still think Cubs, Brewers. When you're watching the Brewers so far, what is the one thing that has pleasantly surprised you, and what is, I'm assuming it might be pop with home runs and things like that, but what is the one thing that you'd say if the Brewers don't have the season that we all hope they do, it could be this is the reason outside of injuries?
For me, it's bullpen. The bullpen's the thing on the last part there, Tausch, where, Koenig's hurt. He's still working his way back. Angel Serpa, I know he struggled in the beginning of the year, but he was a really important piece for the Brewers. He's now considering Tommy John surgery, so he could be out for the year. You throw in the fact that McGill's been off to a slow start. He's been better, a lot better as of late, the last week or so. And Uribe even has a couple of tough ones so far this year. It's not as locked down in the back end as it has been in years past. That's my number one concern right now for this team because it's really hard to acquire relievers and really hard to develop relievers. The pleasant surprise of this team, honestly, just has to be the way that they've embraced the small ball as quickly as they have. Right? It's because of a matter of necessity. You miss 3 everyday players like Yelich, like Vaughn, like Churio. You need to do something differently. And it'd be concerning that, a team that doesn't hit home runs, obviously, didn't have other ways to score runs. They're still top 5 in baseball in runs per game, even in bottom 5 in baseball in home runs hit. So I understand the argument of you need to hit homers to win games, which is true. But if you're not hitting homers, generally those teams aren't doing other things either. The Brewers are the unicorn that are able to do small ball, that lead baseball in walks, that lead baseball in stolen bases, and other ways to generate runs aside from homers.
Talking with Dom Cotroneo on Wilde and Tausch. Jesse thought that maybe the manager avoided them when they came to AmFam Field last week. Because
did you piss off Murph?
Yeah, Jesse did. He tried to fire him
on a
last
regular
year.
basis.
He tried to fire him last year.
Oh, boy. Is this a sore subject?
Yes,
no, it's not. It's
Jesse.
a sore subject for him. It's something that
Depends who you
Tausch
ask.
and I revel in, but that's a totally different discussion. How do you look at how he's handled this team because of those ups and downs? Like you said, like the way this team is built, the way they have to manufacture runs at times. So how do you view what he has done so Jesse can be reminded again how good he is at his job?
Yeah, he's got 2 Manager of the Year plaques on his mantle right now to remind Jesse how good he's been at his job. But the way that I see Murph's job so far this year has been honestly very impressive because of the injuries that we've talked about and how creative. Here's a stat for you. The Brewers have played, 33 games now this season? All 33 of them have had a different lineup because he hasn't had his everyday players available to him. So I think that's worthy of some consideration. Like, wow, and they're still averaging over 5 runs per game, not having consistency in their lineup. He is still he's put his bullpen in the positions to succeed, and then the execution didn't happen, right? That tough series with the Blue Jays, with McGill, and then with getting swept on the Nats, that was really bullpen related, not so much Murph related. But I think that once we get back to full strength here and you see the team as it was supposed to when it was leaving spring training, that's when this team really starts to take off. And I'm not saying Churio and Vaughn are going to suddenly go 5 for 5 every night, but just their presence in a lineup will certainly help.
Dom, what some of the young guys, and I know you're always looking at what's next, but you signed Pratt. Is there a timeline as far as when you're going to maybe see some of these young guys up in the big leagues, or is that not this season? What are you thinking on that side of it?
It's a good question because for Pratt, the thing that they really hammered home in that introductory press conference was we want him to develop on his timeline. And he's hot right now. And this happens with any prospect, let alone one that you sign. Like, call him up. He's hot right now. He's going to do this in the big leagues too. It's not that simple. If I had to guess who's the first of that crop that's currently down there right now, and I know Cooper got signed. Honestly, for me, it's Jet Williams. That's the guy that I'm thinking of, like these acquired prospects of these guys that are on their way up because of his versatility. He can play third, he can play short, he can play second, he can even play center in a pinch as well. And he's right-handed. Cooper's right-handed as well, but Coop's really just a shortstop. I think that the Brewers are nearing an inflection point. I think not quite yet on what do they want to do on the left side of the infield. Hamilton is a dynamic speedster. Defensively, has left a little bit to be desired. Rengifo's starting to kick it into gear. I know the batting average doesn't look like it, but he's certainly looked a lot better, and it's hard to erase an 0 for 20 1 month into the season. And Joey is Joey. He hit the hardest ball he hit of the season yesterday, and the wind kills it for a sacrifice fly, right? He's had a few of those this year where it just feels like the baseball gods are against him. But if I had to guess the timeline, I don't think we see Cooper in the big leagues this year, and that could be famous last words where he's suddenly in there tonight or something, but I think Jet would be the next one that you see.
All right, Tom, I'm looking at the schedule, and on Friday the Yankees come to town, and the Wisco jerseys make their return. Now, I am a hoodie guy. I have my the Weber Grill style City Connect from last year or 2 years ago, whatever that was. Where are you at on the Wisco? I'm trying to convince myself that I like it so I can get a hoodie, but I'm torn. I'm not sure I'm there yet.
I'm with you in that I tip my cap to trying something new. I tip my cap for putting your neck out there to do something that is your own. And everything else about the marketing of these jerseys have been brilliant. The colors all have meaning. The pants have a great little detail on the side piping. I love the hat. I love the updated Barrelman logo. I love that they made the bobber now out of the grill logo. Like, everything else is great. And anybody's talking about is the Wisco part. So maybe to the drawing board on that. But at the same time, it's here to stay. It's not like they're going to order new ones that say Wisconsin.
And they're selling well, right? Didn't we see something that they're like going through at the pro? Like they're selling hot. So maybe it's just
they had weather day. They had weather day at the ballpark the other day. I saw so many kids in the Wisco jersey. Like they had already bought it. So I think, honestly, when I see that, then I'm sold. Then the people that need to like it, and I'm cool with that. And honestly, I think the color scheme's great. Get the Barrelman logo on it. Do something. Get the bobber on there. That's cool.
What other things? That weather day was quite a hit with kids.
Tausch loved the weather.
No, I enjoyed it. We loved it. Volcanoes bubbling up at home plate. Like, I thought it was awesome. What other things do they do? And maybe I'll venture down there again. Is there another certain day that they do before these day games that might be fun?
Yeah, you got to come back next season. But like they create a cloud. They do.
Jesse loves clouds now.
With big cloud guy.
Yeah.
It's
but there's not like
science.
A farm day where they're like planting corn at home field. Like they're not doing
day.
Map day.
Yeah, that's 4-H, man. I don't think they do that at the ballpark.
They're not doing that.
4-H
well, there's dog day. They have dog days where they bring you.
That's coming up.
At the park night's coming up. Yeah.
No,
all right.
I think.
We once had Kelly Call, the head of CBS, on, and I was ridiculed for making a reference
you asked
to
what
Murder,
was on
She
at
Wrote.
8 o'clock on
We now
Friday
have
night.
a Brewers expert on, and you're asking him what other
brought up
promotional
weather-
days
he
might be
brought
occurring.
up Weather Day and how awesome it was. So I didn't just randomly say something. I loved Weather Day too. There were a ton of kids there wearing Wisco gear, and it
then
was
you asked
awesome.
about Farm Day.
Yes, because Dom does everything Brewers. Isn't it Brewers 365? Brewers everything. I think that's an
I got to know everything that's happening at the ballpark, and Weather Day is one of them.
There you go. What day should we push to get down there?
Let's get you to bark at the park night. That would be fun.
I'd have to get a dog first, but that's who knows? You never know.
Malik Willis first pitch night.
May
I think
the
might
4th
be something
be with
to consider.
you. Isn't there a May the 4th be with
they
you?
They
on
did
that?
Star Wars night already. Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there we go.
How about Murder, She Wrote night? Dom, we appreciate your time, even if it doesn't sometimes seem like it. We really do. And we're always smarter for having our conversations with you. We appreciate you, buddy. Thanks.
Thanks, guys. I've seen all the promos in my minor league days. Trust me, whatever you come up with, I've seen it.
There you go.
Well, there's something to explore the next time. Some of your favorites.
Oh, boy. That stadium would be full. Thank you, Dom. The stadium would be full if we have Secretariat Day.
Why would that be?
Because of his lineage. Because of his lineage.
That is Dom Cotroneo.
What did you think I was going to say?
I don't know. You just said
did you really not? You couldn't infer from what I was saying?
Your zinger was the stadium will be full that day.
Yeah.
I was just curious as to why. Because it's not horse day. They don't allow all the horses in.
It would actually be fun if they did like Derby Day and everyone dressed like they do with those crazy outfits for the Kentucky Derby and the sausages are all horses. It'd be fun.
Okay. It's a good idea. See if Dom can get on that.
4-H Day also may or may not be coming. America Needs Farmers, etc. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Wisconsin weather doesn't ease into spring. It keeps you guessing. That's why your windows and doors need to handle everything. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we build for year-round comfort. Get the look you want for the home you love with 0% financing options available. So you can upgrade now and pay over time. Plus, enjoy a free in-home consultation, expert installation, and a 10-year limited warranty. Schedule today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2026.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy. Well, you may have had your financial plan set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
Steady. I hit my thumb.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Did you swear that you'd get that house project done ages ago and now it's causing you real pain? From leaky faucets to light fixtures, let our handyman team at Bruner Realty fix it all. Fast, friendly, and without the agony. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Free Food Friday on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Vintage Brewing Company. Whether you're looking to get carry-out, delivery, or dine in, Vintage Brewing has lots of great options on their menu. Vintage Brewing Company prides themselves on being a great place to hang out and enjoy classic Midwestern hospitality. Vintage Brewing Company has multiple award-winning beers, so be sure to try one the next time you're in. Head to vintagebrewingcompany.com to make a reservation today. That's vintagebrewingcompany.com.
Brewers fans, cheer for the crew with jewelry that's always a hit.
At Chalmers Jewelers, we're proud to be an official retailer of Milwaukee Brewers jewelry for fans who know diamonds aren't just on the field.
Prices start at just $40. That's almost less than a beer and a hot dog at the stadium.
Nothing says Brewers fan like jewelry that hits a home run.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
You train hard, you work hard, but are you recovering well? At Sauna Day, Wisconsin's first thermal bathhouse in downtown Madison, we bring together the science of heat, cold, and rest, shown to support cardiovascular health, reduce inflammation, improve sleep, and boost mental clarity. Whether it's post-workout, easing sore muscles, or just a couple hours to reset, this is recovery that's proven to work across the centuries. Go solo or bring your crew. Sauna Day, proven to raise vitality and designed to feel good.
We're on the Badgers.
The bottom line on it is you're going into a monster season.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
And now there's more change, more things that aren't stable than there ever has been before.
This is 100.5 ESPN.
Thanks again to Dom Cotroneo. We appreciate his time and his insights into the Brewers. Tausch, did you see Malik Willis's first pitch?
Yeah, I think Jesse posted my first pitch right with him, if I recall.
I didn't see that. Did you do that, Jesse?
I did do that on Saturday afternoon from the Wilde and Tausch social media.
Why don't you ever put up like your quote on Pat Murphy and the stuff that you've done?
I have done.
No, I haven't seen it.
I'm an equal opportunity.
Put your Pat Murphy quote up. So I did
Clipper?
see Malik Willis. Yeah, I didn't think it was that big a deal. Like he airmailed it. What are we mad about?
I'm not mad about anything. I was just curious because I think.
I'm just wondering. Like Jesse,
same thing we were upset with Jordan Love about. A starting quarterback in the National Football League should not throw a bad ceremonial first pitch.
He's not throwing a football. He's throwing a baseball.
It doesn't matter. You're a professional athlete. You're throwing a ball that far. You should be able to do it 60 feet.
All right, so you should be able
6 inches.
You should be able to shot put a bowling ball.
He threw it about 70 feet, I think.
It's the same thing. You're a professional bowler, or at least you think you are.
No, I am not a professional bowler. I'm not even in a bowling league right now. I'm not even an amateur bowler.
You're in a golf league, though.
You're trying to keep your Olympic status.
I'm a decorated high school bowler from 16 years ago.
So now we think Malik Willis, because he airmailed it, isn't going to be a good quarterback for the Dolphins. Is that what we're thinking?
I'm not saying that.
Well, what are you saying?
If you're Jordan Love, if you're Malik Willis, if you're a starting quarterback in the National Football League, you should be able to throw a ceremonial first pitch, lob city in over home plate to look halfway decent.
Mahomes,
not
they
terrible.
posted Patrick Mahomes when he was a rookie. He airmailed it just like Malik Willis did. I think he's turned out okay. Yeah?
And we gave Love a hard time for lobbing it in there like an ephus pitch.
Who did? I missed that.
The first one he did, and then he got teased by his teammates. He was focused on his most recent one being better because the negative reaction to his performance.
I think
he was embarrassed.
We want these guys to be perfect, and I think you're going to be probably disappointed if that's what you're looking for. Do you want Malik Willis? It's not. He airmailed it, right? That's what his throw was.
It went way high and outside, all the way to the
just
backstop.
like Bob Uecker would have loved it.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed. Now, wait a minute. This isn't Malik Willis.
No, that's Tausch bouncing it in.
Yeah,
and
nice
you know
right
what? You know what Malik Willis and Tausch both had in common in their pitches? Went to the top of the mound.
If you're going to throw at the first pitch, you go to the mound. Otherwise, don't even go out there.
If Malik Willis throws a bullseye strike, no one says anything about it on social media. It's just, cool, quarterback of the Dolphins was here.
Yeah.
The only thing that happens from throwing a ceremonial first pitch is if it goes poorly, and it goes viral for things like that. And the only way that happens is if you go to the top of the mound. So just check the box, make the people happy, hype up the crowd, and don't go to the top of the mound.
I'll say this: Max got confirmed yesterday. Had a great ceremony.
Congratulations,
Thanks.
Max.
He's excited about it. The priest kind of gave a really good sermon, and it was about being excellent.
He didn't mention the show.
He did not. About being excellent and chasing excellence. Don't just go and half blank stuff. You're going to be whether it's a religion that you're in or whatever you're doing, go do it. You go out and you go throw it from the grass, you might as well just not even go. Just you're half blanking it. And if that's what you want to do, great. It ain't going to be what you want to do. And if you want to get criticized, let the people outside the arena criticize you. That's part of the deal. So if that's how it's going to be, great. Don't go and you want to be a starting quarterback and you're going to be bothered because you airmailed a pitch from the mound, but you'd feel better about going on the grass and lollipopping it in. Cute. I don't want you as my quarterback. I want you slinging it from back there. And if you miss, anybody give Favre a hard time for winging it and throw? Yeah. He was in the arena. He wanted to be great. He wanted to be excellent. So all those things fall into line. Yes, we want everybody to be perfect all the time. I'd love it if you didn't mix up a hot button or have a clip ready. That would be great. Sometimes you go from the front of the mound, and that's, I'm not interested. I want you swinging from the top, and if you don't hit the right hotkey, I'm all right with it. But I want you in the arena. That's what he did. I'm good with it.
Jesse, I am curious, based on your theory about throwing from the mound, why did Tausch and Malik have opposite effects? You would think that if you're throwing from the mound, it would cause the same issue for everyone. If that's your theory, is where the mistake is occurring?
I have
not how it works.
And I'm not going to make excuses. I went to the mound. I did it. I'll do it again. I don't know when. I have a biceps tendon. Like I have. What is the word that was used? I just went and got looked at. It's shredded. Frayed.
Wait,
the word is frayed.
In your labrum?
I have a frayed biceps tendon up here. I have a lot of pain. And I don't sleep great sometimes because of it. I obviously had a rotator cuff and labrum when I played.
Right.
So I have issues with it. And I didn't make any excuses about it.
No.
Those
Packers
are the facts.
lost 5 in a row without Micah Parsons,
That's
a reason.
Those are the facts of the situation. I can't even really throw batting practice anymore. I can't really get my arm. Now, I can do it in here. I can do it in here, but I can't
Should
go
have gone
back
for the
here.
bottom of the mound.
No, I'm not interested in that. I just told you.
When you're throwing from
It's like if you got a great snowblower and you just leave it in the garage. Why even have it? If you're gonna go do this, go do it. If you don't, and stay home. It's no big deal. Nobody's telling you got to go out and do it. And if you make it, if it looks bad and it does that, that's life. Deal with it.
I think you're going a little too macro on the specific thing that we're talking about here, which
I
is
listened to
a
ESPN
ceremonial
radio
first pitch.
going over to McFarland or wherever. We had a softball game yesterday in the sleet. And these guys are on there saying that means Malik Willis isn't going to be any good and all this other stuff.
Oh, that's nonsense.
Yeah,
no,
that's not.
It's what you're doing.
No, this is PR. And
this is what you're doing, too.
I'm not saying Malik Willis is a
What
bad
are you
quarterback.
saying?
I'm saying he'd be better off running the ball to home plate than he is
I am
throwing
no
it.
longer. So one of the things. What did you just say?
He'd be better running the ball to home plate than throwing it. Based on the offense, I hope that's what Hafley's got drawn up down there.
Whoa.
That seemed unnecessary.
To answer Jason's question, when you're on the uneven plane, that's what throws people off because you're normally, when you're playing catch in your backyard or whatever, you're standing on the same plane as the person you're throwing to. When you're on
you could be geometry night down at Amfam Field. Why don't you tell us more?
When you're on a different
what does
plane,
an isosceles triangle have to do
some
with it?
people, as they're stepping downward with the throw, can throw high, and some people will bounce it because they're coming down on an uneven space. So that's why you get mixed results.
I heard that's a song by the Chicks.
In general, it's because you're not on the same plane, which is why if you throw from the bottom,
spaces.
you're fine.
How does that work with a rhomboid or a rhombus?
Learn the quadratic formula. Let's play some trivia.
Why did we learn that quadratic formula, and when have we used it?
It's a great question.
Like something ABC 1, 2, 3, 4 with like a square root thing under it. Like what did we ever even need to do with the quadratic formula? And do they still teach it?
They do still teach it.
What does
Sydney
it do
is
with anything?
In it right now, in fact.
What do you do with it?
I don't know.
Teach others how to do it.
It works by identifying coefficients, plugging them into the formula, and calculating real or complex roots, making it a universal method when factoring is difficult.
I'm just thinking now, we had calculators. Is math going to even be necessary?
It's like the handshake.
No. Is math going to be necessary? It's
I
all
don't
going
know.
to be
They're gonna keep teaching it.
Programmed and AI.
I mean, levels of engineering use a lot of the Pythagorean theorem and things like that when you're figuring out triangles and angles and things of that nature.
Things of that nature.
I mean, I'm not an engineer. I'm not going to try and fake it. I just have friends who are engineers.
You sounded like you were kind of faking it with your Pythagorean theorem. Yeah.
I think it's Pythagorean, not Pythag.
I've heard it both ways.
It is. I've heard it both ways now. Let's play trivia. Jesse, I'm hoping that Malik Willis's ceremonial first pitch is not one of the questions because we just gave away the farm.
You'll find out. Sports Weekend Recap is today's trivia category.
Anything with the quadratic formula.
Not
today.
today.
Because I kind of want to know now what it is again. And
caller
what the
10.
hell we were doing back then learning it.
Caller 10 right now for the quadratic formula trivia.
You kids better learn the metric system. This system's donezo. Yeah, how's that going 35
Would you like to
years
submit
later?
a request to replace Badgers Trivia Tuesday with middle school and high school math questions tomorrow?
I don't know, man.
I kind of like that idea, not going to lie.
If it's all metrics, yes.
Caller 10 right now, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. The Sports Weekend Recap is the category for Wilde and Tausch Trivia, presented by Cousin Subs, Iron Jock, and Vortex Golf, and it is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is our crew.
Here's the pitch, bunting again, bunted up the first baseline. This is a very good bunt by Lockridge. Picked up by Torkelson, throws to first, not in time. Lockridge beat it out.
We are Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut. Now you know I've loved Pizza Hut going back to the days when I was a kid participating in their legendary Book It program. I loved it then, and I love enjoying Pizza Hut, making new memories with my family now. It's also safe to say things were a lot less expensive when I was a kid, and everything seems to be extra expensive right now, except this. At Pizza Hut, you can get a large 3-topping pizza for just $10. You can try it on Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed crust, crispy and golden outside, soft and fluffy inside, and finished with a garlic parm seasoning. Available for delivery or carryout. Order today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. A great meal to feed the whole family for just $10. Yep, that still exists. Feed good times with a large 3-topping pizza for just $10 right now at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Steinhoffels. The Memorial Day sale is on now. Save up to 30%. Get a Beauty Sleep mattress for $399. Plus 18 months, 0% financing. Shop now at steinhoffels.com. With this Badger Minute, I'm Jesse Nelson. Wisconsin softball on to the postseason with the Big Ten tournament taking place this week in College Park, Maryland. The Badgers are the 7th seed in this year's conference tournament and are set to face 10-seed Purdue in the opening round Wednesday afternoon. First pitch for the Badgers and Boilermakers is scheduled for 3:30 Central Time. The winner advances to face 2-seed Oregon on Thursday in the quarterfinals. Wisconsin's in search of winning its first Big Ten softball tournament title since 2013.
Wisconsin weather is unpredictable. Your window shouldn't be. Upgrade with Pella and get 0% interest until 2030. Order by April 30th at PellaWI.com.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. Keep it right here after Wilde and Tausch and join us for the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breese Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck. Each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
Whether you're grilling outside, sitting on the patio, or watching the game, summer is the perfect time to sip on a cocktail made with Door County Distillery. Handcrafted award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. Hey, it's Alex Stroh. Mix up a G&T with that signature green bottle of gin, or sip on it with a couple of rocks, my favorite, the Door County Distillery Bourbon. Made in Door County, available all over the state, including right here in the Madison area. Local, affordable, award-winning. That's what it's all about. It's Door County Distillery. Find the retailer nearest you, doorcountydistillery.com.
A strong team makes all the difference, and Everlight Solar just expanded theirs. Everlight now offers roofing and exterior services for homeowners dealing with storm damage. From the first call to the final repair, Everlight quickly handles everything under one roof. When your roof takes a hit, you've got a team behind you. Start today at everlightroofing.com. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, powering through any storm. A proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This is our crew.
Lockridge, long run, leaping. Did he catch it? Yes! Brandon Lockridge, Spider-Man style in the corner.
Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Presented by Cousin Subs, which we had for lunch on Saturday. Iron Jock, which I was wearing my hoodie when I was working in the yard. And Vortex Golf, which we got to get back on the course so the girls can use their rangefinders.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is presented by Iron Jock. No stink, just performance. And proudly Wisconsin built. Shop now at ironjock.com. By Cousin Subs. Try the new Protein Power Plays. For subs loaded with protein and made with fresh ingredients you love. All for just $7.99. And by Vortex Golf. Rangefinders you can bet on.
Let's welcome in our contestant. It is Scott in Browntown. Scott, good morning. How are you today?
Good.
I'm going to be honest with you. I went through the questions. I would have gone 0 for 3 if I had to answer them without knowing the answers. So to you I say, because Taken was on was when I was flipping through channels the other day. So to you I say, good luck. Question 1 is this. Only one series in the Stanley Cup playoffs has gone to a Game 7 this year. Which series was it? Was it Canadiens Lightning, Hurricanes Senators, or Mighty Ducks versus the Cake Eaters?
Oh, Cake Eaters now. B.
Hurricanes Senators. Tausch?
No, it's A. Canadiens won with 9 shots on goal last night.
That's not very many.
No. Cole
Caulfield, Badgers alum.
I'll tell you what, I saw the Hurricanes. They have the baddest beer mug. It's a hockey skate.
In a good way.
Beer. Hockey skate filled with beer. Not like stanky. It's like a mug, but it's a hockey skate, and they drink out of it. It's boss.
Taste the toe jam.
Yeah, a little toe jam taste. Absolutely.
Whoa, Nelly!
Make sure you have it on that after that Foot Bath Friday, and you're going to be in a much better spot.
There you
Scott, go. Question 2.
What would the Packers equivalent of the skate?
The Lombardi Trophy.
That's what it would be?
I don't know. That was my
Cheese
guess.
head.
A cheese head filled with beer?
Or like an actual cheese head that you like eat. It's cheese.
Or you have beer and cheese and make it, you drink it
Sure,
and eat it.
yeah,
That's not a bad idea. Okay.
Yeah, to come out all the holes.
Yeah,
Can't
better not be
having-
Swiss.
That's exactly right. You could do like a nice cheddar wurst or something like that.
Question 2, Scott. Let's see if you can go 0 for 2. Of the 3 Game 7s played in the NBA playoffs over the weekend, which resulted in the largest margin of victory for the winning team? Was it Sixers Celtics, Magic Pistons, or Cavs Raptors?
I don't know. B.
Good call. The Magic, they had, a 24-point lead in Game 6?
Yeah, they...
And lost it. Then they lost Game 7,
Yeah.
and the coach lost his job.
Yep. 24-point lead. They went like...
Oh, they fired the coach?
This
Yeah,
morning.
this morning.
Parted ways. Some theories.
Doc Rivers.
Nah.
Time to bring Doc Rivers back.
They mentioned a few names on Unsportsman, like Dusty May from Michigan has ties to the Florida, Orlando area. Billy Donovan.
Mickey Mouse
has some ties down there. Yeah.
Mickey Mouse has ties down there.
Uh-huh.
Taylor Jenkins.
Donald
Mickey
Duck.
Mouse.
Yeah.
Minnie Mouse.
Minnie Mouse. Get some youth in there.
Donald Duck.
Ducky.
There you go.
You got one right. Let's keep it rolling, Scott. Question 3 is this. Which of these is not, I repeat, not the name of a horse that ran in the Kentucky Derby over the weekend? Further Ado, Rolling Thunder, or Emerging Markets? Which of those is not an actual name of a horse?
Emerging Markets.
No, I think there was an Emerging Markets in the race.
There was.
I'm going to say Rolling Thunder.
That would have required Scott to go B on all 3 questions.
Yeah, eat
And he
lightning
would
and
be
yeah,
right.
roll thunder.
Rolling Thunder.
That's all right.
What is Rolling Thunder?
Rolling Thunder.
Name of a bowling alley up in Neenah hosted the high school bowling state championships last year.
There you go. Scott, you got one right. It means you got 2 entries, and you'll have like the number 4 chip or something in the drawing on Friday.
Number 4 of 6 people.
Yeah, I still don't understand exactly how that was supposed to work. Nevertheless,
Somebody stole the chips.
That's what I've heard.
Mike, the wedding DJ, I think feels like he was slighted because he called Jason a moron and thinks Jason rigged it so he didn't get it. I'm just telling you what Mike thinks.
Mike, the wedding DJ, was a little too upset in the YouTube comments for our number system, which is accurate, by the way.
No, I agree with Mike.
Being thrown off by not having number 4 affiliated with being the Thursday contestant. In fact, I can tell you this week, since Scott only got one question right, he will have number 5 in the cheese fry helmet. Number 5 goes to Scott.
All right.
Sounds like a hell of an operation you got going back there.
Congratulations.
So we lost Pythagorean theorem? Is there Pythagorean theorem qualities to this, or how are you doing?
We lost one of the number 5 chips.
Just go get another chip.
I don't understand. Levi took it with the mouse.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
Scott. We
Levi's
appreciate you
the
playing.
mouse.
That's a good reference. What, Jesse? Can you explain in a somewhat concise manner? You have 5 games. 5 contestants. He played on the first day of the week. Logic would dictate he would have number 1 chips, and he would have 2 chips in the hat, because 1 you get for being the caller, and then you get
right
1
now,
for every correct answer.
If everybody runs the table all week, we don't have the chips. That's what you're telling me.
We have not run into that issue so far.
Is that why you're
Perfect
asking
week
the
would be a
questions
problem?
harder because you're too lazy to go and buy a chip?
I just we lost one. I was
just
hoping,
go replace it.
Quite honestly, I was hoping it would show up, but I think it might have got vacuumed up by the cleaning crew.
It's a hell of a strategy.
People are playing catcher on here with these like balls and whatnot. I think it crashed into the desk where all the chips in the helmet live, and I think the chip got lost, and then the cleaning crew came in and vacuumed it up, and it's nowhere to be found.
Sounds like a really good cleaning crew.
Thorough.
Oh, they're fantastic. Yeah, they do a great job every day.
That is Wilde and Tausch Trivia presented by Cousin Subs, Iron Jock, and Vortex Golf. The 11 o'clock hour starts in 2 minutes, so stick around. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here, and you know I love a smart play from the pocket. That's why I joined UW Credit Union. With their mobile banking app, I can make smart plays from anywhere. And with rewards checking perks like early payday, I score my money sooner. Stop by any of their local branches or visit uwcu.org to join and make the smart play by becoming a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Wisconsin linebacker Mason Posa.
Mason Posa shuts the door!
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison, and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app. Live streaming of your favorite ESPN Wisconsin shows. Easy access to ESPN Madison on YouTube and daily podcasts so you don't ever miss a second. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today. The Milwaukee Brewers, 3 games over 500, but still tied for last place in the NL Central. Anybody else in this division ever going to lose? Brewers took 2 of 3 over the weekend, lost the finale with a chance to sweep the Nationals 3-2 on Sunday afternoon. Brewers road trip continues tonight in St. Louis, where they play the St. Louis Cardinals, NL Central rival for the first time this season. 6:45 first pitch this evening. If you missed any of Dom Cotroneo, host of Brewers Extra Innings on the network flagship 620 WTMJ, he joined Wilde and Tausch in the 10 o'clock hour of today's show, sharing plenty of injury updates on Brandon Woodruff, Andrew Vaughn, Christian Yelich, and more. Check out the full appearance on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And football, Packers Rookie Minicamp taking place over the weekend. We'll share more about it coming up on Wilde and Tausch right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch, leading into the Packers coordinators scheduled to speak starting at 12:30 at Lambeau Field. Jonathan Gannon, new defensive coordinator. Cam Acord, new special teams coordinator. And Adam Stenovich, existing offensive coordinator.
I'm going to guess that you obviously know Steno, so we take him out of the equation. You're going to get a downgrade in media from both of these coordinators. Rich, obviously, big personality.
Mm-hmm.
Hafley was the man. You guys fawned over Hafley now.
We did. I'm totally guilty of that.
Fest and wearing sweatshirts and holding hands and that's just you guys.
I don't remember holding hands.
It was a cute deal.
It happened.
You guys loved them. Loved them.
Not just me, you're saying. I'm just speaking for
Everybody
me.
loved
You were
Hafley.
the sweatshirt guy, but you guys all loved Hafley. And again, this is why I don't understand why coaches don't do this. You get a little goodwill, you won't get blanked on as bad when things go bad. There wasn't
You'll still be criticized, though, but yeah, you're right. I agree.
To a certain degree, but nah, I mean, how much was Hafley criticized about that debacle against the Bears?
It was the last game of the season. I think we criticized them quite a bit.
LaFleur took all that.
I don't remember.
Hafley didn't take any of that.
LaFleur. Yeah. And I think we all thought Hafley was leaving, but the whole fire capers and all that never happened with Hafley, and most of it was because Hafley is super personable and he won you guys over, if we're being honest.
If Dom would have only stayed for 2 years, it would have never happened with him either. He had a great defense in 09 and a Super Bowl winning defense in 10.
Well, there you go.
Got to stay longer to get the hashtag fire so-and-so.
How does it go, Bane? How's the old saying go?
Of course.
No.
I don't know.
You
What
live long enough to be the villain, or you stay long
He
enough to be a
doesn't
hero?
say that.
Oh, my God.
Batman says
But
that.
it's in that movie.
And
He also says, good luck.
It's also Two-Face that says that, not Bane.
Bane could have said that. But Hafley, you're going from probably the most personable. I don't know anything about Gannon. I mean, I've seen enough. I don't think he's uber dynamic. Am I wrong? Or are you going to find out?
I guess we'll find out. Wait a minute. I thought, does both Batman and Two-Face say that then?
Or does Bruce Wayne say it to Jeeves?
Jeeves.
Oh, my God. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Yeah. I believe both Bruce Wayne and Batman, and I thought Two-Face said it at one point too, but maybe they ended up just talking
You're
about
thinking
him.
Manny Faces from He-Man.
I gotta go back and watch The Dark Knight. It's been a minute.
It has
good
been
movie.
a minute.
Really good movie.
One of the best of all time.
I would agree with you.
Well, we could
on
all
that.
agree Bane never says that.
Correct.
So I agree with you on the downgrade for sure. We'll see what Jonathan Gannon, how he fares today. It'll be our first time speaking to him. I did text LaFleur when he hired Gannon and said he's not only got to be good with the defense, but he's got to be good with us like Half was. And he said he will be. He's good. So we'll see.
Well, take that for gospel then. That's done. You don't have to worry about it.
If he says so, then he must be great.
What are you going to ask him today?
I am going to ask him if I get the opportunity. Again, I'm so bad at jumping routes.
You still sitting in the back, or you move yourself up to the front?
Where'd you sit on Friday for LaFleur?
Yeah, my regular third row far right seat was where it was available, so I sat in it. I like people to be able to figure out where I am. That's late in the season last year when that seat was taken, and I sat somewhere else that threw off all three of the coordinators. That was fun. I am going to say, Jonathan, when you interviewed for the Eagles job, there's a great story about you coming in and, he asks you what scheme you run, and you say, I don't run a scheme. I don't have a scheme.
The scheme runs me.
Is that story true? And what do you mean by that? And how does that apply to what you're going to do here? Something along those lines. Is kind of where I'd like to go. Do you have any requests you'd like to give, though, that I can?
Will anyone ask him why it took so long for him to talk?
I'm not going to ask that.
Why
I don't
not?
think because we only have so many.
You're pissed off about it.
I am. I But I don't think it serves our fans for me to use up one of our questions on why haven't you talked to us?
What is there a quota? You only get a certain amount of questions?
Yeah, we only get 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yeah.
You blow right past that stop sign every press conference. I watch those.
15 minutes? What are you talking about?
Maybe a little bit of hyperbole. My questions are not 15 minutes. But to your point, if we only have 15 minutes, I'm not going to squander it on, hey, why didn't you talk to us sooner?
You could ask it like, you were hired 3 months ago. We haven't had a chance to catch up with you yet. What have you been up to from then until now?
Why wouldn't Gannon Murph this? And he can kill the whole 15 minutes just because now they fill that auditorium.
Introductions.
All right, everybody. I'm sorry. Everybody got to introduce themselves.
Jesse Nelson, ESPN Wisconsin.
Everybody introduced themselves, and then he's like, all right, see you guys. It's really nice meeting you. That's what he should do.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't do. I really hope if you had to do that, if you were him, and you did do that, how many names? You wouldn't remember any of the names, right? Like they'd be out of your brain by the time you walk off the stage.
We had a really nice dinner the other night, and everybody's name was Jim. It was beautiful.
What?
Everybody in the party was Jim, so it was the easiest.
Even the women?
No.
Okay. How many people were there that there were only Jims?
So there's 4 Jims. It's great.
Half the table was Jim.
Jimmy's. It was Jimmy Central.
Who was the only one that wasn't a Jim besides Mark?
I just said everybody was Jim.
You said it was 6 people.
Even the non-Jims became Jim?
There was some females.
You're Mark. Okay. Okay. What?
You will urinate in it. I'm trying. It was a fun little story, a fun little anecdote, and you got to get all like. Maybe there was 3 Jims and a Len, but it was the bottom line was it was easy, Jim, and it just yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
That wasn't a fun go ahead. That's a you go ahead, take it. I don't know where you want me to go from here.
I want you to tell me about your buddy Jim at UW Credit Union, who handles your direct deposits.
Mark Tauscher here, UW Credit Union member, and for every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here forever. You proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. They're going to help you reach your financial goals. Members get their money up to 2 days sooner with early payday, and you get that checking account with no monthly fees at UW Credit Union. Join today at uwcu.org, insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions do apply. Back to you, Jim.
That's what I was exactly trying to. More with Jim Wilde and Jim Tauscher next. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here, and as we count down to the official start of summer in Wisconsin, you know what beverage you'll find in my hand when enjoying some time outdoors: the cool, refreshing taste of an ice-cold Coors Light. At a baseball game in Milwaukee, grilling in the backyard, out on the golf course, every experience goes from good to great with a Rocky Mountain cold Coors Light. Coors Light is brewed with the 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filtered, and cold packaged, so it's actually made to chill. The mountains on Coors Light's cold-activated bottles and cans turn blue. That's when you know it is chilled to perfection, which, besides the refreshing taste, is my favorite thing about drinking Coors Light. Refreshingly cold and only 102 calories, Coors Light is made to chill. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, a Golden, Colorado.
This is our crew.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Would you like fries with that?
Every pitch, every strike, every hit.
To high drive, deep right, fair, and gone.
Hear the call of every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Jumped up, Jackson Chourio brought it back. Oh!
You're listening to Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breese Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Since 1956, Hallman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Hallman Lindsay has grown over the years to 27 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Hallman Lindsay has the paints you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Hallman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
With baseball games streaming live on YouTube and Prep Mania Weekly with insights from the Dean Dennis Semrau, find the biggest games and the most compelling stories of the spring high school sports season on ESPN Madison. Plus, follow our social media platforms to find teams and athletes in your community featured each week.
Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania on 100.5 ESPN and streaming live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we see you out there coming up with original ideas, and we support that. Which is why when your project needs some elevation, we have what you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Right now, during our Mother's Day sale, special buy 3-piece Fizzcars garden hand tool sets are just $9.99. Plus, check out great deals on hanging flower baskets, herbs, and vegetables, and 4-packs of annuals in our outdoor garden centers, now open at select locations. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Hi, I'm John Hayes of Goodman's Jewelers. It's hard to imagine, but Goodman's has been the diamond store of Madison since 1933, which means your parents, maybe even your grandparents might have shopped with us. We maintain the same high standards, honesty, and integrity that kept them coming back time and again. Keep their history and our history alive. Shop Goodman's Jewelers today in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. We're online at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
So, when we learned that Lucas Van Ness was getting the fifth-year option, we had a conversation about that. Matt LaFleur discussed it as well when he wasn't talking about, having quarterbacks not throw the ball during rookie camp. But Jesse had a really good idea, and I mean that. I thought this was a great idea.
Nice job, Joe.
Thanks.
Having a good start to the week.
So far.
Except we never got to it. So, Jesse, share your idea, and then Tausch and I will play.
So I think we all would agree Lucas Van Ness is near the top of the list if we were going to say which Packers players need to have a breakthrough season.
Oh, yeah. Jordan Morgan and him.
So Lucas Van Ness would be up there.
Wait a minute, we didn't start playing
You've
yet.
said
Hold
before
on.
Jordan Morgan.
Are we playing that game?
So I would like for each of you to identify if you'd like to do a top 3 or a
We're
top 5.
doing a snake draft?
You could draft them if you'd like, sure. Which Packers players need to have a breakthrough 2026 season? This year.
Yeah, let's do a draft.
If the team wants to be a Super Bowl contender.
Maddie loves putting those little graphics
She
up.
sure does.
So let's do it for Maddie.
All right. This
one's for Maddie. Tausch, you get the first. You want the first pick?
So we're just doing the two of us, right? Because Gel's running he's Alex Trebek, so he can't play.
Jesse can still
you two do it.
Yeah,
you
the two of us.
take
Because I think there's probably, you could go through and have more than 6, but I will. No, I'll give Jason the first pick. I like 2-3 rather than 1.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
We're snaking it up. All right. Well, then, I'm going to take with the first overall pick in the need to break out. What are we calling this exactly?
Breakthrough players for 2026.
Breakthrough players with the first pick in the Wilde and Tausch Breakthrough Player Draft. Jason Wilde selects wide receiver Matthew Golden.
I was going to take him. That's a really good
Matthew
pick by
Golden.
you. That's
Thanks.
a really smart pick.
All right, 2 and 3.
All right, Jordan Morgan, Lucas Van Ness. Boom, boom.
Well, we're going to get to Wonelli on time. That's good.
Jordan Morgan, we've discussed all offseason. You know, they have handed him the left tackle job, and I think there's a lot of question marks whether or not that's a wise move. He's a first-round pick. I think he moves well enough. Is he going to be able to figure it out quick enough so that there's going to be some growing pains? He's not going to start as Anthony Munoz over there at left tackle. He's going to grow through it, but I think he's got the right stuff to be able to do it. Now, I don't know the mentality part of it. I'm just going off a physical skill set. He has the skills to do it. Can he do it? Lucas Van Ness, we've seen, has the skills to do it. He has a rock-solid floor. He is going to be a steady, good player when he's healthy. We know that. Can he elevate himself to being a great player, which is what you would expect from a first-round pick that you pick swapped in one of the great leverage debates of all time? He's not there yet. He needs to break through, and the biggest thing for him is to stay healthy. That'll allow him to break through, and if he does that, I think we're all going to sit here and say, a good job, Aguti, with the fifth-year option pickup.
What are the parameters for whether you're eligible for this?
Everybody's eligible. We can mock you if you think it's ridiculous.
I mean, Watson, Jacobs, Love, Kraft, they're not eligible.
Similar to the Steinhoffel Sleeper of the Week criteria, I think everyone is eligible, but there's different definitions of what breaking through is for each player.
Now, if Jordan Love becomes an MVP candidate, is that breakthrough?
If he breaks through to becoming a top MVP candidate and a elite quarterback in the National Football, that could constitute breaking through.
Does that help you, Jell? Or Jace? Jelly Jason? Whatever you want to call it.
Yes, it does. Thank you very much. With the fourth pick in the breakthrough performance draft, then I am going to select defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt, who has had some moments in his first 4 seasons, but now has had injuries shorten the last 2 seasons for him and render him less productive. If he plays at a very high level and stays healthy all year, that will be an enormous lift for Micah Parsons and company. And then I go again, right, because we're snaking this thing?
That is correct.
Sure, if you want to, go ahead.
Then I'm going to go to the offensive line, even though Jordan Morgan was already selected, and say that I think the guy who is in the most peril of not being a starter, even though he's a big man with good feet, right guard Anthony Belton. Breakthrough Anthony Belton. That completes my opportunity.
So you're not going to expound upon it at all? That's like me saying yup. All right, great. Belton, I think, is a good pickup. I'll expand on it. He does need to make a big jump because I think we all like his big physicality. He's got that. Pass protection needs to be better. Consistency needs to be better, but you could say that about that group. And it's not. It's pretty telling that of these 6, 2 of them, I'm not going to go align with my last pick, offensive lineman. And you could easily say Aaron Banks, even though he's an old vet, he needs to break through and be better. Sean Ryan needs to break through and show that he is a starting center in this league because he showed us a little glimpse, but he needs to be that guy. We're paying him now, even though it's a middle salary for a center. He's the guy, but I'm not going to go that route. I think this is the guy most likely to break through.
I think I know who you're going to say.
Go ahead.
No, I don't want to steal your thunder. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. You just stepped all over me, so go ahead.
Jumped in his thunder
I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious if it is. So name the guy, and I'll tell you if you nailed it.
Say it at the same time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Sorrell.
Javon Bullard.
Ooh.
Okay, we're different. Sorrell. Bullard would have been a good pick, though. Would have been better than Belton in your draft board because now you just got beat.
I would tend to agree.
I'm kind of hedging here a little bit because I think one of these two, Van Ness or Sorrell, one of those two are going to. If Van Ness can stay healthy, I think he has a great chance to be that guy, Oppo, Micah. But there's just something about this kid, man. He sticks around the draft. He's there. He's working out with Micah. He's showing stuff. He has a really good game in that game Jason covered so well up in, the Bishop's charity game up there in U.S. Bank. I just think there's something. I think he's got something. And I think he's going to show it. And I think the fact that he gets to play Oppo of Micah and get all those one-on-ones is going to help him. But don't be shocked if we're talking about him in some very glowing lights when we do this little reminiscing deal in early December. Put that down. Reminisce. December.
Sitting around and reminiscing. I would like to sign, after our draft, Javon Bullard as an undrafted free agent. I don't know why I wouldn't have mentioned him. That was stupid.
That's not how this works.
Any other honorable mentions?
No, we don't honorable mentions.
He may be the one who really does break through. I mean,
Hopefully.
Jonathan Gannon loves to play three safeties at once. He obviously played a ton of nickel for them last year.
What kind of triangle do you think? Because if you got a three-headed safety, we got to come up with a triangle nickname. Is it going to be Isosceles? This is the Isosceles defense.
Isosceles, am I right?
That's not bad. Oh, it's the Isosceles package. That could be something after you meet Gannon. Maybe you could bring that up to him. Let me tell you something. You can't influence these guys on a lot of stuff. You can get them with some stupid stuff like this. And then he could go back and say, you know what? Wilde said Isosceles. I think that's something we could use.
So what kind of – that's one type of –
You got equilateral. All three are equal. That'd be great.
Isosceles, two sides are the same?
You got acute.
No, those are angles. Acute and
it's part of it. It's part of a triangle. You got the angles different.
Scalene.
Is that?
You look that up.
No, I'm pulling that one from the memory bank.
Isosceles, scalene, equilateral.
What about
you sure like acute angle?
What about like a right angle triangle? Isn't that one?
I don't know.
There are triangles that have right angles. I don't know what they are.
That's
called.
the one you got to put the little corner.
Yep,
the little box corner. That's the key to the good triangle.
I like that. Yeah. I feel like you're being obtuse on purpose. All right, those are our triangles. That is our drafts. Jesse, is there anyone we left out when you conceptualized this idea that we didn't include that we should have, since you didn't draft anybody?
How would you qualify Evan Williams in
He broke
this?
out last year.
You think?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say the same thing.
Any of the rookies? We're saying no for any of the, like Cisse or anybody?
No, I don't think you can break. I
dentist?
don't think you can break out. I mean, I guess you could, but I'm looking at this more. You need to make a jump. You haven't played as much as you need to, and we need you to play more and better. My three cover that.
There you go. All right, that is our draft.
Could be that kicker, though.
I actually thought
he's
Smack
in the
could
mix.
be an honorable mention here.
Yeah, he's in the mix. Jason, who's kicking opening day?
Lucas Havrisik.
Ooh, that's bold.
It would be bold. Not as bold as saying that Brandon McManus wasn't going to miss any kicks. That put the whammy on him from the jump, and he may not be employed by the time we get to the opener.
Remember when McManus got up on his soapbox last year and was telling Havrisik how great it was to be? Wasn't he kind of explaining all that? Now he's going to be in the fight of his life down there.
He is going to be battling.
What's it going to take? If Smack is just good in training camp, is that good enough?
So my question, to answer your question, as has happened once or twice on this show, what would you rather eat? A sixth-round pick that you did not then end up keeping the kicker, or the $1 million bonus that you paid your veteran kicker and then you go with the rookie?
Money ain't nothing. I agree. $1 million in this business is that's not even because
Randy Johnson
butter,
hot dog money
in the mix. Yep.
I would think that Brandon McManus has to be like far and away superior.
So he's going into this as an underdog.
Do you disagree when I say that?
I'm asking.
I say yes.
Okay.
Do you disagree?
I think McManus is still going to be the kicker on opening day.
You do?
I do, yep. I think the Packers think they'll be able to kind of shovel old boy away on the old practice squad and keep him growing, and, yeah, that's what I think happens.
Cam Acord has no connection to Brandon McManus, and apparently he pushed hard for Trey Smack for whatever that may be worth. We'll see what he has to say about the kicking situation coming up in about an hour from Lambeau Field. Before we can do that, we got to do Wonelli, and before we can do that, Tausch needs to tell us about Annex Wealth
what is today?
Management.
Today's the 4th. We got a couple more days of talking about my favorite spot, and that's Nashatoa. Right down there, the beautiful red circle. This one's for you, John, Jim, Joey, Leslie. This one's for all you collectors, sports memorabilia fans, and families who want to get their legacy right. Wednesday, May 6th, 6 to 7:30 p.m. That's right in my sweet spot. Annex Wealth Management is hosting a special evening called Passion, Assets, and Legacy, preserving the stories behind your treasures. And it's at the beautiful Red Circle Inn in Nashatoa.
Nashota.
I'm going to get this right. Hopefully we get another read on Wednesday about it. We're not talking about IRAs and 401ks. It's the stuff that really matters. Your sports card collection, signed memorabilia, artwork, jewelry, wine collection, family heirlooms, even your pets. You're going to learn practical ways to create a clear plan for those special items, how to gift them, sell them, donate them, pass them on, without causing those family fights or headaches down the road. A seasoned financial planner and professional estate appraiser is going to walk you through real-world strategies, tax-smart ideas, and ways to make sure your treasures tell the story that you want. You're going to get hors d'oeuvres, wine, spirits, everything, and a great dinner in a relaxed setting with other collectors and legacy-minded. It's a free, intimate workshop. Space is limited, so go to events.annexwealth.com to reserve your spot. Who doesn't like a nice, beautiful night with wine, spirits, hors d'oeuvres, and a great dinner? I know I do. Again, that's events.annexwealth.com. Don't miss it. May 6th at the Red Circle Inn in Nashatoa. Right? Nashua.
Are you doing? I seriously just.
No,
are you doing this on purpose?
No, this one really fuddles with me. Nashota. You're heading to Nashota, which is down in Waukesha, right?
Near Heartland.
Yeah. Don't miss it. May 6th at the Red Circle Inn in Nashota. Brought to you by Annex Wealth Management. Again, that is events.annexwealth.com. Nashota.
Whoa, Nashota is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Dealing with storm damage? That's never fun. That's why homeowners are turning to Everlight Solar for roofing and exterior repairs done right. They handle the entire process, from insurance claims to fixing your roof with one trusted team. Less stress, faster solutions, and a home that stays protected from the elements. If your roof took a hit, Everlight's got you covered. Visit everlightroofing.com to get started today. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy. Well, you may have had your financial plan set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owns. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Free Food Friday on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Vintage Brewing Company. Whether you're looking to get carry-out, delivery, or dine in, Vintage Brewing has lots of great options on their menu. Vintage Brewing Company prides themselves on being a great place to hang out and enjoy classic Midwestern hospitality. Vintage Brewing Company has multiple award-winning beers, so be sure to try one the next time you're in. Head to vintagebrewingcompany.com to make a reservation today. That's vintagebrewingcompany.com.
Hello, this is Jason.
And Rochelle.
We're co-founders of Sauna Day, Wisconsin's first thermal bathhouse in downtown Madison.
We built Sauna Day after feeling how communities around the world use heat, cold, and rest to support physical, mental, and social well-being.
Our goal is to make contrast therapy simple and enjoyable.
Think sauna, steam, cold plunge, rest, and repeat.
Open 6 days a week, 7 to 9. Come try Sauna Day today.
Sauna Day, proven to raise vitality and designed to feel good.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
Experience the future of recovery at Carbon World Health. They've brought Escape Robotic Massage to Madison, the world's first AI-powered, fully automated therapeutic massage that's customized to your body every time. Using advanced body scanning, Escape maps your muscles and delivers precision-calibrated pressure to release tension, reduce inflammation, and accelerate recovery. Book your Escape session at Carbon World Health and feel what the future of wellness really feels like. Carbon World Health, your body optimized.
Discover the all-new TPC Wisconsin, Madison's premier destination for families, women, and golfers of all levels. Fresh off a stunning $30 million transformation, TPC Wisconsin offers more than championship golf. Enjoy a welcoming community with tennis, pickleball, a world-class golf academy, swimming, fitness, and family-friendly activities all year long. Experience the newest TPC golf club in the world right here in Madison. Visit tpcwisconsin.com to explore memberships and schedule your tour today.
We're on the Packers.
This team is going to be better than what they were last year.
Because we're on Wisconsin Sports.
You may have Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, and Tucker Kraft all together for the first time since 2024.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN.
As much as we can't wait for the historic Red Circle Inn in Nashotah to host the latest Annex Wealth Management gathering, we gather for Wonelli.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Wonelli
on Wilde and Tausch.
Does our show have an official stance that we want to take on the Savannah Bananas?
Yeah, they're fun and whimsical. That's my stance on it.
Fun and whimsical.
Yeah, I feel like
I kind of like that.
I think they're going to wear out their welcome sooner rather than later, but they're a fun, whimsical bunch.
They were getting a little flack over the weekend. They played at Texas A&M's football stadium in College Station, Texas.
The story of this guy that invented it is, I love it.
102,000 fans, but the field was preposterous because it was like 204 feet down the left field line and like 500 something down the right field line because they just they didn't like adjust for the outfield corners, or they just kind of put the diamond in the corner and said, figure it out.
You got to pitch to your park, man. Lefties, you got to jam them in. Righties, you got to pitch away. Make them, it's a short porch down at left field. It's like Yankee Stadium.
It seems like there are those who are annoyed by the Savannah Bananas. Almost every game is televised now on.
Don't watch it then.
ESPN.
It's a real simple solution. We live in a pretty simple world. Sometimes you can't run from things, like there's policies and things that will affect your daily life. This ain't one of them. I don't like the Savannah Bananas. Don't watch the dang thing. This isn't hard. You don't have to. You don't have to buy. It's not as if they're saying you have to go and buy a ticket and you have to watch this. Hey, click. It's not hard.
Jason?
I believe they're coming to Green Bay in like a week.
What?
They're playing at Lambeau, huh?
I don't think so. I think they're playing at the North Woods League Park here.
No.
Savannah Bananas are not playing in a stadium that fits 500
No way.
people.
They just had 102,000 in Texas.
So just wait. They're going to go to the local grocery. Come on, man.
There's no
what
way
are those tickets? 100,000 a ticket?
They are playing AmFam Field at some point this year. I don't remember when. June, I think.
Maybe Jason's right. Maybe they're playing in his park back by his house. Wilde got these guys to come in. I don't know how he pulled it off. Then the Yankees are playing. The Yankees are coming right after.
They're playing at Preble.
I just know Sydney was invited to go. Maybe it's Milwaukee. But I know that they're coming to Wisconsin sometime soon.
Just wait, the Savannah Bananas invited Sydney to go to the game?
No.
That's really
One
nice.
of her friends has tickets and has an extra ticket and invited Sydney to go.
This is something Wilde would go to. He would leave his
Bananas.
house to go watch the Savannah if his girls were going.
Yeah,
I could see him going to
He'd go once.
Maybe.
I am on their schedule.
Yeah, they're playing Preble High School. And they're going to finish up at the local elementary school down the street.
Going to Hayward
We
after
just
that.
went. We sold out a 102,000-seat stadium. You know where we need to go next? Preble. Maybe the Notre Dame Academy.
Yeah, a little bit bigger there.
You know what? If we really keep working, we'll get to Schwabenen. we ain't quite ready for Deep here yet. We can't play in Deep here. Hobart.
They're
We're gonna play a double dip in Hobart. I'm trying to name Alloway. We're gonna head to Alloway. I'm trying to think where else. Swamico. Nah, it's a little too big.
They're playing AmFam Field on Saturday, June 6th, and Sunday, June 7th. So apparently that's when she's going.
So when are they playing
Savannah
Swamico? When are they playing
Bananas.
Swamico?
I don't believe that's on the schedule. Who are these teams that they play? Do they play like the baseball version of the Washington Generals?
So funny you bring that up. This all stems from it was on TV when we were getting some beverages at the bar at the Wisconsin Sports Awards on Saturday night. And I was talking to Wally and Ashley.
Are they coming to Beaver Dam too?
They might be playing Beaver Dam before we know if they make it.
I know somebody playing Beaver Dam today.
The Oak Ridge boys. They played the Beaver Dam at Dodge
Jaguar
County.
soccer.
Yeah. Brett Michaels. They're not that, like a decade ago. Anyway.
What would you want in your backyard? Since Jason somehow talked the Savannah Bananas into coming to the backyard, what would you what? I'd want a Killers concert in my backyard. That's what I'm picking. What are you picking?
I'd like a production of Hamilton in our backyard. We can sit on the deck.
I think you could probably
grill
actually
some steaks.
You could do that. You wouldn't get the normal group, but you could get some random Sun Prairie kids just come over and do
we could
Hamilton.
get a Hamilton production in our backyard.
They want to shoot their shot, so I would think they'd do that.
Don't want to waste it.
They don't want to throw it away. Yeah, it's true.
But anyway, we were talking about how the Savannah Bananas, the best.
Are coming to Preble.
The best comp for them is the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes, for sure.
But there isn't really like a Washington Generals like the other team. The Tailgaters was the Texas team. They beat them on Saturday night. So, like, it happens. And then we looked up how many times the Generals...
The Bananas are only as good as next day's starting pitcher.
So the question we ended up asking was, if the Globetrotters lose to the Generals, do fans who go to the Globetrotters games storm the court? Because you
Really
probably
good question.
should.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. If we're going to storm the court after we beat a pretty average Illinois team, or a field, after we just won, I think the General fans can storm Savannah Banana Field. Whatever that may be.
Savannah Banana Field. I am. How many times have the Generals actually won where this was even possible?
Have we really let Jason off the hook this easily for thinking that the Savannah Bananas are coming to Preble High School?
I think they're coming to
No, we legit, like Jason said that
Now
so
he
matter
can't
of
say
fact. Like, he was
I
dead
believe
sure
I said
about
I
it.
think they're coming to Green Bay soon.
Nah, you said Sid's going.
She is going. Apparently, it's at AmFam Field.
There's the Tailgaters, the Indianapolis Clowns.
Nobody cares about the Indianapolis Clowns, and they don't. Nobody cares.
Clowns are funny.
They are. So is Bozo. Now, if they could recreate that Bozo the bucket game, I'm interested. Great game.
Whoa, you throw a ping pong ball into a bucket.
All right,
I still want to figure out how Duke is selling their games to Amazon. Like, why would any of those teams ever play them? Like, why are the Badgers not saying we're playing Bowling Green? I want Amazon to go play up at Preble High School so that Jason's kids could come watch right outside the school.
I wanted to play something from
Put it
you.
on Peacock.
Whoa, Nelly! Tausch, one of the things you love in sports is when a team loses in gut-wrenching fashion and the message afterwards is, great season, everybody. That was a good season. And there's not any pushback for blowing a big chance at success.
No, I just think that there's a huge difference in the way people are covered. But continue.
So the Boston Celtics blew a 3-1 lead against the Philadelphia 76ers as a 2-seed. Boston is now out of the playoffs. And after the loss on Saturday night, now Jaylen Brown he had a bit of an adventure. He also did a live stream where he was criticizing the officials and Joel Embiid for flopping. But this was what he said in the locker room during the post-game press conference after Game 7.
Great season. Obviously, it didn't finish the way we would have liked. I give credit to Philadelphia. I watched them get better as the playoffs went on. But just from our guys to come out for Game 7 and play with that level of intensity, play with that level of trust, that's the style that we felt like we've been doing all year, and I loved it. It was a pleasure. Each and every one of those guys I've watched develop, get better, and step up in big moments and help us win games. Tonight we came up a little bit short. In the fourth quarter we had some great looks that I wish would have went down, but nothing to hang my head over. Nothing for our team to hang our head over.
They blew a 3-1 lead as a 2-seed.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this, though. No, I like it because we are now in the world of championship or you suck. So from a Celtics standpoint, Tatum gets hurt. Nobody expected. Everybody thought
supposed to be a gap year.
Everybody thought the Celtics were going to tank this year. So, yeah, they ended up fighting, got the 2-seed, but they weren't going to win a championship. I don't think anybody's beaten Oklahoma City.
They were the favorite to win the East.
Maybe, but then they went to win a championship, and everybody said the season sucked anyways. This is where we're turning this into. I don't like it, but this is what we're doing.
They were up 3-1 on a team that was in the play-in tournament.
Sixers are a better team than they are when they're healthy. So the Sixers weren't healthy all year. Old boy ruptures an appendix. Comes back out. He looked like Willis Reed out there, hobbling around. I don't think I like it. I don't have a problem with it. This is what we as fans and media have demanded from our NBA teams and big time players. You don't win a championship, you suck. We've seen it with Milwaukee. We didn't win anything, and everybody is, I got to turn it around, got to do this, The Bucks tried, it didn't work. That's why you got to get one. And when you stay healthy, you better get it done. The Celtics got one. That group is crowned. They ain't taking that away from them. So I don't have a problem with that at all. Even though it's the new era of orange slices and lemonade for everybody. This is the way it goes.
You're not serious though, right? Like him saying it the way he did. You're on board with a superstar player.
No, I don't like it, but
I
don't like it, but I understand why he's doing it because this is what y'all in the media want. You don't win a championship, you suck, and the season's a waste. That's what most people feel that way.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that's how we should look at it. I would say this.
But it is how it is looked at, correct?
I agree. I just am saying I don't think we should look at it that way. A lot of people do. But I think the point you made is exactly the right one. Like, I can't believe they ended up as the 2-seed this year. Frankly, I also can't believe that Tatum actually played at any point this season. Because usually guys that suffer that Achilles injury don't play. He did not play in Game 7, and they lost it. But I thought that they were going to be more like Indiana and unlikely to be a number 2 seed, right? I mean, without Halliburton, Indiana ended up with what, like the third or fourth worst record in the league?
I'll tell you what, New York Philly's going to be fun now. Going to be fun. That other series
you're in
stinks.
on the playoffs now?
I might start dabbling a little bit. I didn't dabble at all. I still don't think I'll watch much. So it might be a little more dabblage than what there was, but not a ton.
Okay, fair enough. That is
That
Nelly.
gif of LeBron with that kid behind him is the best. I know we got to go to break. That's how you're looking at that gif with LeBron and the kid. If you don't laugh hysterically when you watch that, I don't know if I can hang out with you.
We'll wrap things up next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
We're on the Badgers.
I think what jumped out to me first and foremost was Fickell's energy and his passion.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
I'd say that's only increased as I've had a chance to sit down with him more.
This is 100.5 ESPN.
Mark Tauscher here for Iron Jock. As a former athlete, I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. From the gym to the pickleball court, Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident. Now through May 10th, it's Bundle Madness. Get one lightweight hoodie, one jogger, and one short sleeve t-shirt for just $100. Iron Jock helps you look good, smell good, and keep showing up. Shop now at ironjock.com.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by The Jump Around. Don't miss new episodes of this exclusive digital show talking all things Wisconsin sports. New episodes debut Thursdays at 12:30, streaming on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. With this Badger Minute, I'm Jesse Nelson. Wisconsin softball on to the postseason with the Big Ten tournament taking place this week in College Park, Maryland. The Badgers are the 7th seed in this year's conference tournament and are set to face 10-seed Purdue in the opening round Wednesday afternoon. First pitch for the Badgers and Boilermakers is scheduled for 3:30 Central Time. The winner advances to face 2-seed Oregon on Thursday in the quarterfinals. Wisconsin's in search of winning its first Big Ten softball tournament title since 2013.
Wisconsin weather is unpredictable. Your windows shouldn't be. Upgrade with Pella and get 0% interest until 2030. Order by April 30th at PellaWI.com.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Gearing up for tailgating, fireworks, festivals, and updating your home. This is an absolute season for it all. Siding Unlimited can handle the home part. Start the process by visiting Siding Unlimited at 2018 South Stoughton Road and check out our amazing showroom. Ideas will follow, and eventually you'll experience our fantastic carpenters installing new windows, siding, roofing, and doors. We do it all, and it starts by visiting our showroom or going to sidingunlimited.com.
This is our crew.
Here's a drive into left center field. Gary turning second. Gary Sanchez looking for three, and he's in there with a cracking triple.
Your home for the crew. 100.5 ESPN.
We're out of time. I got to get to Lambeau. We'll do it again tomorrow. See what Jonathan Gannon has to say. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcasts are available free on the ESPN